Dan, pupuntahan na ako mamaya.
Ang bilis! Ang bilis! Ang bilis mag-install ng G-Fiber!
Get G-Fiber installed in as fast as 24 hours. Home made greater with Globe.
This is Keanu Reeves, and welcome to Rush Lane. Rush Lane is a new intense multiplayer racing game where you can compete against real players to win real money. Set in the towering crime-filled metropolis of Hub City. Here, champions put their life on the line for glory, power, and riches in the ultimate death race, known as the Rush Lane. How does it work? Simple. Pay a small stake to jump into the next race. All the stakes go into the prize pool, so the more players, the more money there is to win. Once enough players join, the race is on. Races last just a couple of minutes and are fully automated. Rush Lane is driven by our unique physics-based randomness engine. Starting positions, track segments, and traps are all randomly generated, and we've tested over 10,000 races to ensure no player has any advantage over another. Cheer on your racer as they scream down the winding city streets and through mysterious alternate worlds filled with dangerous traps and pitfalls. The first player to cross the finish line wins the biggest share of the prize pool. But don't worry, the top few finishes are also in the mix to win. The exact number of winners will change depending on how many players were in the race. The more players, the more winners. Rush Lane is live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so you can jump into the action anytime you want. Good luck out there, racers. Only on Rivalry.com.
bilis! Ang bilis! Ang bilis mag-install ng G-Fiber!
Get G-Fiber installed in as fast as 24 hours. Home made greater with Globe.
This is Keanu Reeves, and welcome to Rush Lane. Rush Lane is a new intense multiplayer racing game where you can compete against real players to win real money. Set in the towering crime-filled metropolis of Hub City. Here, champions put their life on the line for glory, power, and riches in the ultimate death race, known as the Rush Lane. How does it work? Simple. Pay a small stake to jump into the next race. All the stakes go into the prize pool, so the more players, the more money there is to win. Once enough players join, the race is on. Races last just a couple of minutes and are fully automated. Rush Lane is driven by our unique physics-based randomness engine. Starting positions, track segments, and traps are all randomly generated, and we've tested over 10,000 races to ensure no player has any advantage over another. Cheer on your racer as they scream down the winding city streets and through mysterious alternate worlds filled with dangerous traps and pitfalls. The first player to cross the finish line wins the biggest share of the prize pool. But don't worry, the top few finishes are also in the mix to win. The exact number of winners will change depending on how many players were in the race. The more players, the more winners. Rush Lane is live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so you can jump into the action anytime you want. Good luck out there, racers. Only on Rivalry.com.
Comedy? Korean? Sci-fi?
Thanks, G-Fiber!
Enjoy your favorite apps.
Horror!
Home made greater with Globe.
another series na naman ang makikita natin dito sa ating PGL Arlington Major coverage here on Kuya Nick's page, our official Filipino broadcast. Again, I'm your host for this series. I'm Casey together with my panel on my side. Bagong-bago pero di ko alam kung bagong tao, luma. Bahala na kayo. Dan and Sir Mike, good morning. Good morning na kasi. Eto na agad. Wala nang tumpik-tumpik pa ha. This is gonna be another series na matindi. SA versus CIS. Thoughts about this series?
Exciting. Exciting tong series na to for sure. I think magi-game 3 nga to given na ang ganda ng nagiging run dito ng Outsiders and ng Beastcoast dito. Medyo nalaglag yung Outsiders pero nung napanalo naman nila Aster kahapon, di ba? Nakita natin, 2-0 nila yung Aster. So makikita natin na maganda yung pinapakita dito na Outsiders sa lower bracket. So, meron muna tayo
No, I want to hear you some more. Do you want to see Beastcoast?
Yes!
That's more like it. Please, make some noise for Beastcoast!
Maraming fans ang Beastcoast actually.
Siyempre, NASA.
Magkano lang yan?
Kadikit lang yan.
Ay, grabe naman ang isang K1 Hector magtanggol.
Naman ako shades pa si Scofield, oh.
Ay, si Scofield pala yung
Yeah,
grabe
Scofield.
naman.
Ngayon, ready na kumain ng CIS region.
Now their opponent, they were looking good from start to finish in groups. They matched up against Spirit, the TI winners, their regional rivals, but they weren't able to get the job done. They've made it to TI now, they've got the points they needed, but they want to do some damage here at the Major. Let's take a look at Outsiders.
Chill lang siya mag-intro na.
Damn it.
Napansin ko lang sa lahat ng players ng VP, parang halos lahat sila may tattoo.
Talaga na,
Wow, very observable of you.
observant mo naman.
Observant ba? Di ba observable?
Observant nga.
Observable.
No word ni baby yun ah.
So are we ready to see Outsiders take to the stage? Ooh.
Parang wala
Oh, you
masyadong...
quiet
Ako na lang
Arlington for
sisigaw.
this one. I think you're too much on one side. Make some noise and give it up for Outsiders!
Wala eh. Ay na naman.
Wala masyadong fans.
Dixie, malayo eh. CIS eh. Nakakatuwang tignan ulit na pumasok sa stage yung mga dating players na alam mo naman nag-dominate din, no? TI nag-dominate ang VP.
Now
May mga
Arlington,
times, no?
I want to see which side you
Ba't
guys
ang
sit on.
RNG, ano siya?
We got some Outsiders
RNG
fans
jersey.
here.
Hindi ko rin maintindihan.
Baka nakipagpalit ng jersey.
Pero
What
kaya
about
mo
Beast
na.
Coast?
RNG box.
You even got Jenkins clapping over there for Beast Coast right now. We need our guys for the interviews as well.
Mag-interview muna.
Oh, I like the T-shirt. Good T-shirt choice.
Pop smoke.
So, this crowd right now, a little bit more in favor of Beast Coast, but you enjoy the crowd effect. You like that behind you?
Yeah, I like it.
Now, in terms of this game, when it comes to Beast Coast, there's people telling me that, okay, a bit of CIS, a bit of SA style can be kind of similar. How do you view it? What do you think about it? Is it a similar style?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Which style's better?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't need to give me in on that one. But when it comes to this game, when it comes to preparing for these guys, right? Do you feel like you could get a good game plan around them? Is it easier to predict? They've got a core team, the same players for a long time.
I hope that we're gonna play our game, and that's all actually.
Well, let's see if you do. Let's see if you do. Now, Schofield, I just asked him the question around SA, CIS, Dota. Some of the community, some of the analysts, they're saying it's very similar. In your eyes, how do you view it? I want to hear the players' thoughts on this.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
So, looking at the analysts, they're saying it's similar
Binasa na lang.
how they play the game.
Baka may problema sa pandinig.
Los juegos son el mismo estilo que tiene o se van a cambiar algo.
Pag nasa
Vamos a
unahan ata,
jugar
di masyado.
como siempre y si es la situación podemos cambiar, pero el Dota Laraco siempre va a ganar.
todo cheer tong ano.
I can listen well, but he said he was playing
Sinagap nila yung
Sam
buhay ng
side.
EG. Hindi, tsaka sinagap nila yung buhay ng EG.
And when it comes to looking at outsiders, when it comes to this run so far, Beastcoast, they've had to go through this lower bracket run. Do they like that? Do they like having to fight harder than other teams?
Te pregunta cómo te sientes jugando en la lower brackets, cómo te sientes en relación a esto, caminada, si te gusta más así o no.
Creo que estoy acostumbrado, casi siempre vamos por lower bracket, pero siento que deberíamos ir a winner porque siempre perdemos por unos puntos, pero ya es algo que me divierte ir por lower. Creo que es más divertido saber que voy a perder, pero a la vez voy a ganar, ¿no? Y pasar.
He said he used to play in the lower bracket. It's like this, and they think this is more fun to play like in the lower bracket.
More games, you know, more time, more experience, more you can benefit from. But also, this crowd seems to be very much on the Beastcoast side. Do you think you're going to use that to your advantage?
He dijo que la audiencia está más a tu lado si crees que va a ser una ventaja para vosotros.
Es la primera vez que la audiencia siempre hay apoyo para un equipo de SA y me siento muy animado y emocionado. Y muchas gracias al público y que vamos a demostrar un buen show para la gente.
Maraming salamat daw sa lahat.
He said that it's first
Muchas
time
gracias
meeting
lang,
the audience to go into South
Naintindihan
America
ko.
side, so he's very happy
Ay, oo
and
nga pala, no.
thanks so much for the audience for this.
There you go, Arlington. You're on Beastcoast side for this one, but either way, we want a great game of Dota. So let's get into it!
Sabi nga nila, let's get into it. Game number 1, malalaman natin kung ano nga ba yung sinasabi kanina. Kasi narinig ko yung question kanina nung nag-interview and ibabato ko rin sa inyo yung question na yan. Do you think similar yung magiging playstyle dito ng CIS playstyle and SA playstyle?
Sa tingin ko, medyo may difference yung nakikita kong playstyle ng SA tsaka ng CIS. More on late
Ano
game
yun?
emphasis yung CIS. And nakita naman natin yung performance ng Beastcoast up against Fnatic. Medyo, sila, nagbibigay sila ng emphasis na mapanalo nila yung early to mid game. Kaya, madalas for Beastcoast, nung nanalo sila up against Fnatic, ibig sabihin, nanalo sila sa lane. Like, nung second game na may underlord mid sila, then meron silang pack na off lane. And hindi ginagawa yun ng CIS region. Usually, di ba, nagdo-doom off lane, doom carry sila for Ramses, tapos Lina for GPK. So, medyo greedy yung style talaga ng draft, ng playstyle ngayon ng CIS.
So, may konting difference. And
may konting difference.
makaka-apekto ba yun? Sino sa tingin nyo yung may mas advantage, may disadvantage dun sa nabanggit mo na playstyle?
Sa tingin ko may advantage kahit papano yung Beastcoast para saan kasi mas madaling execute yung lineup nila. Sa tingin ko mas madali kasi execute yung lineup nila kasi syempre pag naglalaro ka on late game side, medyo mahirap ma-execute lalo na pag nagsasuffer yung early game mo. So, I think may advantage kahit paano yung
Slight
SA.
advantage.
Slight
Hindi naman siya
advantage.
sobrang taas. Speaking of advantage, and I think may history na rin yung Beast Coast dito. Last major, no, Stockholm major, Beast Coast were able to defeat a lot of CIS teams sa lower bracket. Ang
Yep.
magiging tanong ko dito sa inyo, will history repeats itself or hindi? Kasi
Tingin ko hindi
nung
yun eh.
last Stockholm major, Team Spirit, natalo nila.
2-0.
With a 2-0. And then, nung nag-advance sila, natalo rin nila yung Bet Boom.
2-1.
With a 2-1. So, basically, ang dami na nilang CIS experience when it comes to the playstyle. Pero kasi, ang pinaka-emphasis dito, medyo ngayon lang natin makikita talaga na maghaharap tong mga players na to.
Ibang to, syempre ibang team to, outsiders, iba yung playstyle nila for sure. So, kahit papano for Beastcoast, additional experience to kasi syempre direct invite na sila sa TI. Pero for outsiders, additional experience to kasi sobrang tagal na nila hindi nakakalaban ng SA team. So parang win-win situation for both teams para sa akin.
Both teams meron silang makukuha out of this series. Pero syempre, at the end of this series, isa lang talaga yung magtatagumpay. No, isa uuwi at hindi na magpapatuloy sa kanilang journey dito sa Arlington Major, and isa naman is mag-a-advance pa dito sa ating lower bracket. But sabi nyo nga, 'di ba? Win-win situation. You get to learn a lot from this series, both both teams, no, nadadalhin nila sa the International. Kasi guys, take note, itong dalawang team na to is kasali rin for the International. Invited teams din po sila. Nakahabol yung Outsiders kahapon, nakita naman natin. And yung Beastcoast, unti na lang naman yung hinahabol nila. They just need to have at least top 8. And andito naman na sila. Diba? But I think malapit na rin tayong mag-draft. Pero silipin natin, ano ba yung magiging rivalry of the day natin dito sa ating series? Sino kaya yung pwede natin i-compare na players dito kayo, sa tingin nyo, sino ba yung may magandang highlights dito or pwedeng mag-step up na player dito sa series natin?
K1 at
It's gonna be Ramses and K1. Take note guys, may Wraith King sa heroes ni K1 Hector. Nakilala natin yan way back TI9 kung gaano kalakas si K1 Hector with the Wraith King. And ngayon, yung stats niya dito sa Arlington Major is 100%. Di pa natatalo yung Wraith King niya 2 beses. So, do you think makakita tayo ng Wraith King plays dito sa series natin or itago na lang muna nila yan sa baul?
Hindi malabo kung magpo-focus naman dito sa Heavyverse, yung side ng Outsiders. Nasabi mo nga kanina, di ba? GPK dito, gustong-gusto rin gumagamit sila ng Lina at the same time may Doom. Kaya rin na ginagawa dito yung Outsiders. So, yung mga hero na yun, magandang i-match. I mean, yung hero ni K1 Hector which is Raking, magandang i-match up yun against those heroes So, hindi malabo kung ayun yung gagawin ng Outsiders. Pero mas tinitignan ko kasi dito yung Chris Luck at GPK
Yung matchup na to.
Kasi si Chris Luck, ayun nga, mga unconventional hero, parang 9 din na magugulat ko. Yun itong, hindi naman ito minimid, dapat may mid mo to, di ba? Pero for GPK naman, siya yung more on the standard mid player talaga.
Pero, yung pagdating niya sa standard heroes na yun, nakuha niya is consistent. Consistent.
May ano nga ako dyan, may sarili nga akong chair dyan Actually, nakuha ko to way back sa CSGO pa dati. Ano doon, BP rin to, si Gajon B. Yung when I said GP, use it K, di ba?
May ganun ba?
Sa CSGO dati, when I said Gajon, use it K.
Okay. Gets.
Isa lang ang alam ko na chant
May pang-cheer na agad ako sa Outsiders.
Isa lang alam ko na chant doon. Ano ba yan? Ayoko na guys. Hindi ko baka mali ang mabanggit natin. Pero ito na, may draft na. And guys, take note. Dikit lang. I mean, hindi pala dikit yung odds natin sa rivalry dito, ha? Medyo dehado yung Beastcoast ngayon sa ating series. Pero the draft is up. Outsiders getting the puck and the Snapfire for Beastcoast naman. Bago to sa paningin ko na opening pick ng Beastcoast. Clockwork. Why Clockwork? All of a sudden?
Siguro, parang comfort. Usually naman kasi sa side ng Beastcoast nakikita ko, ang ino-open na agad nilang hero for sa side nila is yung hero ni Scofield, like Tiny and Clockwork or Nyx. So, for Outsiders, gusto yung ban nila dito ng Chen kasi plano nila dito mag-pack and Snapfire. Nakita naman natin na sobrang effective ng Chen up against pack and Snapfire nung nakita nating series kahapon up against Team Spirit and Aster nung game number 1. So, dahil laban dito ng Outsiders, yung Chen, automatic nag-pick na sila dito ng mga early heroes na malalakas sa teamfight. So, for Beastcoast, nag-pick sila dito ng Kungka, syempre, para at least medyo lumamang dun sa lane up against back and makunat ka na mid. So, ibig sabihin, malaking chance mo na mag-survive dun sa Dream Coil into multiple cases. The problem dito sa kanilang 2 picks is medyo kulang yung catch nila. Hindi lang nagiging problema.
Siguro, masosolusyon na naman nila yun dito sa magiging possible pick dito ng Beastcoast. Pero buti na lang
Naisip ko na rin kasi for Outsiders, ang ganda ng pagka-pick nila ng pack kasi dalawa yung gumagamit ng pack sa kanila. Diba? Si Whisper and si Chris Luck, and mas mataas yung win rate pag si Whisper yung naglalaro. So good yung pagka-pick dito ng pack for Outsiders para hindi ganun kalaki yung hero pool na pwedeng i-draft dito na Beastcoast sa game number 1.
Hindi na rin sila magoyo katulad nung nangyari din nung first series, di ba? Kita mo, pipikan ka na Sven tapos support pala. Pero ito, kinuha na rin naman nila yung Snapfire. Siguro, ang possible na maging item dito ng Kungka, di na magulat kung mag-early BKB siya. Possible on controlling the early game dito ng Beastcoast. Kasi yun yung nakikita ko sa dalawang pick nila Clockwork na manggugulo agad early together with Kungka. Siguro, possible kumuha pa sila ng isang aggressive na support dito from the side of Beastcoast na pwede maka-partner ni Kungka or rather ni Clockwork.
Yes, but for Beastcoast, they ban out the Necrophos. So, ayaw nilang masolusyonan pa ng Necrophos yung second pick na kung kanila dito. And then, For Outsiders naman, Bloodseeker ban, nabanggit na natin yan. Parang pag nakikita ko naglalaro yung mga CIS regions, talagang priority nila i-ban yung Bloodseeker. Yung mga napansin ko. And another ban for Outsiders. Ano kaya yung pwede?
Sa tingin ko for Outsiders, plano nila ditong kumuha ng hero for DM na mobile. Kaya nagban sila Bloodseeker.
How about the
Even
Timbersaw?
Razor, Timbersaw, yung mga ganyang heroes. Kaya nagban sila ng
Siguro
Bloodseeker.
kung hindi nila ibaban, kunin na agad nila. Kasi kung hindi naman nila kukunin yun, terrific dito sa may side ng Beastcoast. Tsaka isipin mo, kung Timbersaw kalaban mo, tapos pack tsaka snapper ka, parang hindi nyo kaya burst yun.
Kung tingin mo yung Razor and Timbersaw na naiisip ko, parehas silang tanky off lane and nagbibigay ng vision. So mas magiging maganda yung setup dito ng Dreamcoil into Mortimer Kisses pagdating sa early game. So good ban dito aside ng Outsiders yung Bloodseeker and Chaos Knight. So I think sa second phase ita-target nila dito yung mga heroes ni K1 na Hector. Then side ng Beastcoast, ang tia-target nila dito ng heroes is maybe DM or Ramses kasi syempre nagban sila dito ng Doom, and for Outsiders dalawa yung gumagamit dito ng Doom, si Ramses tsaka si DM, pero
we're gonna see some Terrorblade games for Outsiders, knowing na Beastcoast sobrang aggressive talaga nila. Pero Timbersaw, alam na natin na dadating sa punto na pag na-open yung Timbersaw, kukunin talaga ni DM to. And nakita natin yung performance din ni DM with this one. Ang question ko sa inyo is, paano pipigilan ng Beastcoast to? Siyempre, alam natin, di ba, every time na makukuha yan ni DM, it's kahit ata offlane si DM dito, nakikita natin yung net worth niya. Sobrang yaman. And siya yung nakikita ko na Timbersaw dito na kahit mag-late game, kita mo naman na hindi nagpo-fall off yung isang Timbersaw niya.
Bigyan mo na.
But that's gonna be Nyx Assassin. Ang sagot na. Ito ba yung sagot nila or meron pa iba?
Siguro, part of their answer na rin yan. Gusto ko makita ng Viper dito eh.
Buti mo, maganda kasi na Nyx, di ba? Up against sa 3 heroes, di ba? Meron sila mga uncontrollable damage. May Chakra, may Mortimer Kisses, may Illusory Orb. So, goods yung Nyx Assassin pick dito side ng Beastcoast. The problem is siguro sa early medyo magiging limitado yung damage nila. Kasi di man ganun kalakihan yung damage na in-offer ni Nyx at ni Clockwork sa early game. Hindi ganun kaganda yung nila. Follow-up dito sa Ghost Ship ni Kung. And for Beastcoast kasi, pag naglalaro naman sila ng Clockwork, minsan ginagawa nilang 5 for Stinger. So, at least kahit paano yung draft dito ng Beastcoast is medyo flexible.
Medyo flexible indeed. Now, let's see kung ano nga bang fourth pick dito ng Beastcoast. That's gonna be Rubik.
Tatlong support.
What's gonna be the game plan for Beastcoast sa tingin nyo?
Sa tingin ko magiging core tong Nyx. Pero, the problem is yung lane. Yung lane.
Unisip ko, baka maging core si Clockwork eh. Para may kasama talaga si Kung Kamanggol eh. Kasi yung gagawin talaga ng Beastcoast dito, aggressive sila maglaro eh.
Siguro depende na lang. Pwedeng Nyx core o kaya Clockwork na core. Depende dun sa magiging carry ni Ramses. Pag-uusapan na lang siguro yan ng Beastcoast for sure. Pero Rubik, sa tingin ko mukhang hero to ni Schofield.
Ang daming pwedeng mangyari sa heroes dito ng Beastcoast ngayon. Nabanggit kasi, di ba? Nabanggit kanina na, yun nga, kino-compare talaga yung CIS and SA playstyle. So, I think medyo nag-i-innovate ng kaunti yung Beastcoast dito para kahit papaano yung variety ng laro nila. Di ba? Medyo maiba.
And speaking of variety of heroes, nadagdagan yung variety of heroes dito ng Beastcoast kasi hindi ko nakita na naglalaro sila ng Rubik nung group stage tsaka nung playoff. So, additional sa kanilang unique heroes and 40 na unique heroes dito sa Beastcoast sa side ng Outsiders 34. So, doon mo may kita na ang lawak talaga ng hero pool and ng playstyle dito ng Beastcoast. Pero medyo may duda ako dito sa 4 picks ng Beastcoast.
Confident ba kayo sa pick ng Beastcoast dito?
Sa 4 picks hindi. Pero tingnan natin yung magiging last pick nila. Kasi baka
yun yung magiging controller nila eh. Balancer dito ng Beastcoast.
Handayin.
Dami pa gagawin ng Rubik.
So,
first time ko lang din nakita yan. Easy yung gumamit. And
4 yun.
4 yun.
Pero
so,
hindi naging effective.
And they lost the game. But for Outsiders, kakaiba yung mga nakikita nating pick, no? Dito sa game na to.
And another, unique hero for outsider. Kasi
nadagdagan na din.
Nadagdagan na rin. Naging 35 na din. Kasi hindi ko naman nakita ginamit nila to nung group stage nung playoffs.
Kulang na ng outsider carry yan.
I think pag nandito ka na sa punto na yung lower bracket, syempre ang dami mo na talagang pagdadaanan. And bago ka makalagpas sa bawat series, kung gusto mo manalo, you have you need to pick unique heroes kasi para hindi ka masyadong mabasa, no? Na paulit-ulit, no? Pag hindi naging effective, game number 1, meron pa silang room for adjustment, game number 2, and yun nga lang, medyo risky, but at least pagka nagawa nila, diba? Worth the risk.
Pinalisan nila ng carry to na pwede mag-online ng early tapos bumasag agad ng tomb ni
Juggernaut siguro pwedeng ibang dito ng Beastcoast or maybe PL. Kasi kulang yung crowd control.
Beastcoast.
I think PL or lang yung magiging ban nila dito, PL or Juggernaut. Wala silang solusyon doon sa PL tsaka Juggernaut Kasi for Juggernaut, di ba? Parang easily makapag-farm siya ng maayos kasi siguro clockwork na lang pero I doubt na magiging hindrance yung Juggernaut game dito for Ramses dun sa pag-split push niya kasi yun lang natitigil sa pag-split push niya yung Blade Fury TP out yung hookshot dito ni Clockwork. Pero pagdating sa lane, sobrang lakas nung Undying plus Juggernaut.
Hindi rin naman kukunin ng outsiders yun.
So parang ganun ang napaganda pa dito yung pagkakaban pero tingnan natin baka agawin nila dito yung Juggernaut. Kasi ng Beastcoast.
Could be the solution for Beastcoast.
Juggernaut.
Feel ko baka agawin nila. Or kung hindi, ano yung magiging K1 Hector na hero? Malabo ata Raid King kasi ang daming magic damage ng outsider.
Pagbuhay mo, patay ka ulit. Kailangan mo ng BKB dito. Beastcoast.
Abaddon carry. Labas mo na K1 Hector. Ikaw nagpa-uso niyan sa SA region. Ilabas mo na yung Abaddon carry mo.
Eto na yun. Pagbibigyan na tayo ni K1 Hector.
Kasi sa side ng Beastcoast, hindi ko nakikita ang naglalaro si K1 Hector ng Kungka carry. So I think Kungka mid na talaga to.
TB kaya?
TB.
Parang ayoko yung TB niya.
Niisip ko kasi
may tombstone. May tombstone, though. Pwede
naman kasi
maging sagot.
mag-BKB rin yan Ang isip ko lang parang sobrang hero kasi kung lahat sila midi.
Kailangan nila ng carry na may early damage sa early game. Juggernaut. Diba? Inagaw nila Kasi sure, kukunin din ng outsider to. So, for outsider, ano ba mga carry na pwedeng nilang pangtapat kay Juggernaut? Maybe Terrorblade na lang siguro or sa tingin ko goods yung Phantom Assassin. In terms of matchup kay Juggernaut, goods kasi hindi mo pwedeng Omni Slash CPA pag merong blur. And in terms of sa lane, 'di ba? PA alam nating malakas pero dahil merong Undying na sobrang lakas sa lane, ma-amplify dito ni Undying yung lane. Pero Juggernaut pa rin. Okay.
Terrorblade. That is the best possible solution or option ng outsiders dito sa ngayon. Nakita natin kung gaano ka-effective din to for outsiders. So, i-risk nila. Medyo nakaka-worried kasi baka ma-caught off guard siya ito. Pero that's gonna be... Okay! Whisper is doing
Niisip ko nga pwedeng mid-Rubik para against kay Pak Tapos i-offlane nila dito yung Kungka pero...
Yun lang masasabi ko. This is gonna be an exciting series para sa lahat, no? Offlane Rubik, madalang tayo makakita niyan. I think I whisper ko nga hindi makita yan dito sa Arlington Major. But predictions! Game number 1.
Outsiders ako. Gusto ko yung draft nila. Sobrang hirap pigilan ng Pac and ng Terrorblade dito sa game na to.
Oo, may Rubik yung kabila. Hindi ako tiwala. Mid-Rubik pwede pa pero pag-offlane parang sige, mag-outsiders sila.
Nagda-doubt kayo for that
Mid-Rubik mo niniwala ba ako?
Pero at least game 1 naman to. So
Game
at least pwede pang mag-experiment dito yung Beastcoast.
Experiment nga ba o napag-aralan ng Beastcoast? Yun yung malalaman natin.
Kapatid ng Team Spirit.
Yan, outsiders. But ako, syempre, I would go for Beastcoast. Gusto ko makita yung Rubik. Yan ang lakas ng SA no? Pagka nang bigla sila ng mga ganyang klaseng heroes. But, yun na nga, game number 1 will start in a minute. And I think gusto ko rin malaman kung ano nga ba yung insight ng dalawa nating caster dito sa offlane Rubik.
Yan, thank you Casey at sa panelist. Beastcoast ako, Beastcoast ako, Tish. Isin mo lang ko na Beastcoast. Offlane Rubik is the key. Hello, Tish? Ah. Oo. Malay naman natin, di ba mga kaibigan? Pero yun nga, second series pa lang ngayong araw. So be sure na tumutok dito sa ating stream. This is still Kuya Nick with the official broadcast dito ng Arlington Major Playoffs. Oh, beautiful naman yung play na ni Gojira. 3 agad is Tanini, pero dali agad siya dyan. At kagandahan yan mga Seb, yung first blood na yun was brought to us by Rivalry. Yan, if ever you have questions, don't forget to click the link or PM sa page, and yun nga pong mga wala pang account, click the link sa may pinned comment. Tamang appearan lang sa mukha mga Seb.
Ano yan, nag-ano yan eh, nag-appear, disappear, one half, one fourth.
Naglalaro na.
Naglalaro na, oo.
Playtime tong dalawa, ha? Ayan.
Yan yung mga friendly, ayan, 'di ba? Friendly na counter, ayan. Saka kasi JB, naman na kasi yung dalawang teams ito sa the international natin eh. So kumbaga, hindi na sila ganun ka, let's say, intense. Committing really hard dito sa game na to.
Kumbaga, mas lifted na kahit papaano yung pressure.
Yes.
'Di ba? This is another tournament for them. Wala nang DPC points at stake. Na lang talaga to, cash prize and bragging rights na lang going into the third major, diba?
Experience na din, diba? Saka syempre, as much gusto mo makarating dun sa finals makakalaban mo yung LGD, diba? Di pa pala sila. May team spirit pa pala.
Pero going there.
Kung sino man na. Oo. Hindi, pero isipin mo, JB, kung makalaban mo yun, kung sino man dun, yun na yung parang glimpse mo ng mga posibleng maging top dog sa TI natin, di ba?
Yes. Nakakatuwa nga kasi yung team spirit from underdogs, no? Before, ngayon sila na talaga yung tinuturing na isa sa mga top dogs. And kitang-kita naman kasi natin sa performances nila.
Oo, panigurado. So, itong Beastcoast strat na to, we'll see how well this Rubik will do in lane. Pero ang kagandahan kasi nito, since you're putting Rubik to sa core, mas maaga niya syempre makukuha yung items niya, di ba? Let's say, if you wanna go for them, Blink Dagger or Ags, yung mga ganong klaseng bagay. And you can steal quite a lot of spell dito sa side ng outsider. Let's say, yung Tome lang, isa pa, di ba?
Oo nga eh. Yun yung isa sa magandang makukuha dito ng Beastcoast. And then siguro, Aganims talaga yung best possible item for Rubik. No? Para mas makalaban sila ng tuloy-tuloy. Pero, Stinger, wala naman masyadong mangyayari.
Kasi parang ang naisip kong thinking dito ng Beastcoast is, yung lack natin in terms of damage, zero, pero Whisper.
Okay, nabulungan. Nabulungan na nga dito itong si Tropa, and sa Hakoda will be getting that one, mga Seb. Outsiders, ha? Okay yung kanilang simula.
Nilabag na agad. Masyado yatang maaga ang pagkakalapag ni Tropang dito ng tome niya. Pero, yun nga, yung back to I wanna say, no? So, siguro yung lacking nila in terms of damage, kasi pwede mong manenok yung Mortimer's Kisses, diba? Yung team fight, pwede mong manenok yung Tome o yung Coil. Kasi yung catch mo kay Pak, diba? Nandyan, pwedeng i-provide lahat ni Rubik. Siyempre, di naman. I think this hero will be useless. So, I think medyo malaking pressure dito sa off-lane ng Beastcoast because we haven't seen this hero. Siyempre, alam naman natin, diba? Since we just go by stats, by what we saw in the previous tournament. So, hindi pa tayo na-prove ng Rubik na to.
Yabi, hindi pa tayo believer, kumbaga. So, Beastcoast, swayas. Ibahin nyo ang aming pag-iisip. Tignan natin kung talaga bang swabe.
Pero JP, alam mo ba marami din mga nanonood na Peruvian dito sa stream natin, ha? Yung mga nagaga sa stream natin, mga din yan, mga fan din yan ng SA team.
Yan, Beastcoast fanboys, no? And of course, mga Seb, nga pala meron din naman tayong stream dyan sa YouTube and sa Twitch. Be sure to, say hi. Kahit pa paano, nakikita din naman natin yan. Chillax lamang kayo. And dun nyo kasi makukuha yung WXC points. Kaya, ambay na din kayo doon.
Ayan, yung mga top natin dyan, may marireceive kayong prizes. We're not 100% sure yet kung ano yun, pero panigurado, hindi kayo mawawalan.
Ay, naku, maganda yun. Iniintay ko lang yung yung announcement nila, Kuya Nick. Yun talaga yung malupit kasi alam naman natin, di ba? Pero anyways, mga Seb, Beastcoast, siguro laning-wise, mas stabilize nila. Malakas naman din sa lane si Whisper, mabilis sila makapag-clear. No? Though, yung transition nila sa mid-game, baka yun yung maging problem.
Yun nga din Though na marami naman silang setup, but it's I just don't see yet how they will kill si Terrorblade dito sa matchup nila na to. They have great heroes na invading yung jungle nitong si Ramses, pero yeah, it's really up to their laning pace. If ma-overwhelm sila ng Timbersaw, unang-una, I think magkakaroon ng free farm si Ramses dito. So isa pa yun, 'di ba? Kailangan din nilang solusyonan si Timbersaw.
Ayun nga. Pero oopsie, Stinger. Wala, hanggat hindi naman siya namamatay dito, magkakaroon ng, space. Si Juggernaut at least para masabayan nga dito si DM sa kanyang laning. So, GPK... ang ganda nga ng lane ni Code Cup against this pack.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those matchup na it's really good for Kunkka because you don't actually have a lot of spells that could pressure si Kunkka sa isang lane. Siguro, and yung supports din ng outsiders, they're like so-so.
Yep, pero DM could be taken out here since maaga-aga pa. Pero for Beastcoast, their priority is their laning. Mag-farm muna kami.
Yeah. Siguro na until makuha ni Snapfire yung Mortimer's Kisses niya, that we might see some kill kay Kunkka sa mid lane kasi isang coil lang naman yun, di ba? And if you can hit like most of your Mortimer's Kisses, you can guarantee him to die. Ano pa ba? Yeah. So, just patient laning pace lang muna.
Yun, hindi naman din kasi ganun ka-mobile si Kunkka. Kung titignan natin, di ba? So, as Asia pointed, one coil away lang itong si Kunkka. Pero swerte naman. Sa taas pa nga yung Arcane, possible rotation for Beastcoast. Gandang ward placement. Nice anticipation. And dahil nga doon, matadali itong si Hakuda. That's actually good.
Yeah, pwedeng si Smile yung pinakamaging leader nila dito if he can grab his early BKB. Ayan sa Kunkka niya, I think the standard build is BKB AC. Ganon, para kay Kunkka. So, you have some type of damage, tanky ka din, di ba? Minus armor din para sa kalaban. So, yeah, things like that could really help yung early game ng Beastcoast.
At saka mukhang doon talaga siya doon talaga siya maglalaro sa may defensive side, given nga na yung kanilang trap, it's a bit greedy, I might say.
Ano ba yung sasabihin ko dito? I wonder kung sino yung magiging vessel builder nila. If it's going to be Clockwork or Next Assassin. K1.
Kailangan yun May Timber kasi. Pero, gandang cogs. Yamech will be pushed back. GPK pushed back as well. And dahil doon, magkakaroon nga ng space yung Beastcoast para makabak. And surprisingly, failed rotation yun para kay Pak.
And this is the rough part. Makikita mo, ang ganda nung pagpunta agad ni Ramsey sa jungle niya, no? So, at least he's off radar already sa mata ng Beastcoast. And Beastcoast can't even take big advantage of this fact. Kasi syempre slow pusher. Itong si Rubik, and then sino pa isang support niya, di ba? Like si Next Assassin. So, it would have been, imagine mo kung meron silang offlaner na mabilis mag-take ng tore, like this offlaner would probably invading the jungle already nitong si Ramses.
Yes, for sure. Pero, ano kaya itong decay? Hindi, sa bagay, maganda yan kapag ka nga naman tumagal. Kasi naka-arcane supremacy yan which is okay. Pero,
tamang buset lang.
Buset lang dito si Terrorblade. Na nag-farm lang din naman ngayon, pero sa baba. Grabe naman, sulit na sulit dito ngayon yung Haste Rune. And Suki, etong si C-Smile sa Haste Rune or sa mga runes natin dito mga kaibigan. 8 minutes in. 100% na pick-up rate dito yung si C-Smile sa mga power-up rune. Given nga na itong si Pak, minamalas.
Oo, hindi, sabi nga nila, di ba, luck is a skill itself. Minsan talaga may mga games na sobrang swerte mo, kung nasaan ka, doon na nagre-respawn yung Roshan, and Juice Coolers! Masyadong maaga yung Rocket, JB!
Sayang talaga yun, buddy. Hindi din naman kasi alam ni Clockwork eh. Diba?
Yeah, but then again, for sure, they should have communicated that. If only they waited, at least si Smile na makalapit-lapit, makas yung turret niya. Kasi kita-kita mo naman na sa wards, you already have an idea what he's doing. So, sayang. Sayang yung kill doon.
Hindi pa nga alam ng Terror Blade na nandun na nga si Tropa. Sayang talaga mga set. Pero, at least for Beastcoast, they are having a great time, laning-wise, no?
May laning not as much, pero nung umalis na sila sa lane, like when they start making the rotation, nung nag-jungle na ng maaga si Ramsey, like I think it made things easier. Pero you can also say the same thing kay Juggernaut, nabugaw na rin siya sa lane, so medyo same boat sila ni Ramses dito.
Oo, pero yan Mitch, okay? Amang word lang sila dyan. Though, na-deny pa nga dito nitong si Hakoda. Ay, sorry, that's gonna be the Hakoda taking that one. Netong si Hakoda, buhay pa, nagbaba na siya ng mga seb. Bumabalagbag na din naman sila dito ngayon. Jojora is very low. Si Ismail getting a double, pero DM will provide the damage enough para nga makuha etong si Ismail. Medyo naguluhan lang din ako dun sa may wording na yun kasi kinuntest din ng Beastcoast. Pero ang ganda ng ginawa doon ni Snapfire. Good anticipation na awarded dito kasi insta yung X-Mark.
Yeah. And at the same time, tita mo, walang nag-hit, walang makahit ng Tome sa side ng Beastcoast, diba? They have what? 4 melee heroes sa side nila. So, kapag kakainin sila ng Mumu doon, they're gonna get run at. Saka maganda rin yung pang-protect ng, ng outsiders eh. They have Coil, they have Cookie, diba? And plus si Timber. So, for sure, those spells are annoying when you're hitting Tome.
Yapi eh. Kumbaga si Timberson na lang eh. Siya na lang yung magsisilbing dito. Bouncer nung Tomb. But then again, DM. Ano na nakaw sa kanya? That's just a Timber Chain. Pero, okay to. Kung gugustuhin nga sumama ni Whisper doon sa gagawin ni Kunka later on. Pero let's see kung paano nga ba magiging transition dito ng Beastcoast.
Yeah, kasi yung outsider kasi dito, Kampant. Ooh, that ward!
That ward indeed really pays off. Napakaganda nun. And Beastcoast pulling off this one. Nicely done. Okay, Carapace andun. Pero silence will be used up. Wala magagawa dyan si Gojira.
So, 2 beses na yun. Dapat 2 beses siyang namatay doon, di ba? Si Ramses. Pero hindi pa nag-reward yung vision doon. But there's hope.
Yapi. So, Hakoda. Ako, lalaban naman kami. And ito na nga yung Tombstone. Defend these guys off. Double kill for GPK. Anong nanakaw dito ni Rubik?
At Timber Chain.
Timber Chain pa rin. He's now going for Hakoda. They know, wala kang Tombstone. Lalaban na kami dito ngayon, pero nagpapakunat na lamang dito ngayon si Undying, and now ironic as he dies from the hands of C-Smile.
Yeah. Kumaga, yung Beastcoast, they're maximizing yung potential nila sa early phase ng game since ang aga nga nila nabugaw si Ramses. So they're trying to make the map smaller para sa side ng outsiders. Kasi syempre, at some point, kailangan mo mag-respond sa mga gank na ginagawa ng Beastcoast, di ba? And then yung mga casualty ng Beastcoast is mostly support. So I think they're doing really well, lalo na pag nakuha ni Kunka yung kanyang BKB.
Well, pero the Carapace yun. Cookie will be there as well. Continues disabled. Do they have the vision? Gojira, nananakbo. Pero patay pa rin siya dito as GPK hunts him down, who's now dominating 12 minutes in.
Okay. So, I just wonder yung outsider dito if they're going to make up like more rotations sa bottom lane. I think at some point kailangan mong sabihin sa Beastcoast na, we're going to take a tower, try to respond, or pansinin nyo kami dito sa side ng lane na to. Kasi wala eh. It's been Beastcoast all over the map, diba? They're making outsiders na mag-react sa kanila.
Totoo. Pero kasi mamaya pa din kasi yung power spike yung nung outsiders completely, which is yung si Terror Blade. Kung doon man sila magpe-play around. Pero itong si Timber, so siguro next 2 minutes or next 5 minutes natin pwedeng makita na mag-umarangkada yung Outsiders as 4.
Oo.
Actually, ito na nga eh.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, they're grouped up. Pwede silang pumalag sa D-Ward, pero oh no, Buck jumping in, Illusory Orb stolen, Gojira, Carapace, he still fall. And that's a mega kill for GPK. So supports lang naman yung nakukuha sa ngayon nitong Outsider. Kaya for Beastcoast, medyo goods pa rin sila.
Yes. Yeah. So, with that rotation or pressure na ginagawa ng Outsiders, kahit papano nalilift up yung pressure kay Ramses, diba? Feeling ko yung Beastcoast mid lane eh, kasi walang glyph yung Radiant, and then pangalawa, medyo low na rin yata yung tier 1 tower sa gitna. So, magandang dito na sila mag-group up.
Nice push to kung sakali. Pero X-Mark para kay Hakoda, Tombstone, binabana. Mga kaibigan, mamamatay na dito ngayon itong si Undying, and no way nalalaban pa dito itong Outsider. Tier 1 tower will already be pushed. So, opened up na yung jungle area ng Outsider.
Yeah, and that's also like a level 4 tomb yung naninok ni Rubik doon. And now, available na rin yung kanyang Blink. They could easily set up a kill dito kay Pakaw. Naku, kailangan maging natin GPK dito. Diyos ko, Lords.
Oh, they know ang gandang dagger of the GPK. The presence
Ako, nag-orb
is
na.
there. Pero, nag-orb na. Alam nila, wala nang pangawala dito ngayon itong si Tropa. The cookie is there, but nope. He'll be deleted right away by Whisper. Not so careless at all. Yun na nga, yung binigay na Thunder, pero hookshot, binigay na din naman mga kaibigan. Wala ka ng pangkawala, and double kill for Whisper. Offlane Rubik is actually working for the side of Beastcoast. Gojira is going in. The stun for Undying, and he might die once again. That's 3 heroes down. Side ng Outsider, and Beastcoast actually doing well.
At kung iisipin mo, di ba, technically, yung Undying is really good on paper when there's like 4 melee heroes. And unang-una, pangalawa, is yung tawag dito, walang mag-hit ng tome niya. And ang gusto rin kasi ni Undying is early team fights, di ba? But when your team is not ready to take those fights, kung laging naman -1 agad kayo bago pa makapag-setup ng team fight yung Outsider, then yeah, you're just basically feeding itong tome kills, and then makukuha lang din siya ng Rubik. So, yeah, now your Undying na look good is unti-unti niya nang namimiss yung timing niya kung hindi pa magpo-force ng fight itong Outsiders.
Yan na nga mga Seb, no? For Kunka, he's got his BKB for 20 seconds, so pwede silang lumaban in a bit. But then again, Outsider, they will try to force an issue. Kailangan nila makahanap dito ng magandang kill. Yun ang nasa likod nyo na, pwede nyo nang balagbagin ang kaibahan. Wala silang vision, so hindi nila alam kung saan nakapwesto itong si Kunka. Ramses, on the other hand, spotted dito ng Beastcoast. Pwede silang mabigyan, pero they will start off with Whisper, who might die soon. Pero etong si Pac, nalambot na! And eto na nga po ngayon si Kuya mong Whisper, nadali din naman together with Gojira. Pero Yamish will be X-Mark, BKB ni C-Smile ginamit na. Hakoda, now chasing C-Smile down. Pero DM, gusto lang naman pumasok, pero tatalon muli pala pataas or patakas. Ito ngang Outsider naman, nagbe-bailout na as Ramses. Metamorphosis, medyo mawawala na dito ngayon, pero tutulak pa rin sila. That's gonna be Stinger dead. C-Smile without the BKB. Papalagan sila dito ngayon ng Outsider, and look at that, another core to fall sa side ng Beastcoast, and they will feel the wrath of Terrorblade this time around.
Yeah, like, see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, yung Outsiders, kailangan nilang mag-force ng fight, which they had a great initiation. Nakita mo, ang ganda rin ng pag-grow up ni TB with his team doon sa engagement na yun, diba? And they found the perfect target, which is si Rubik, na kaya pang dominating and making the plays din para sa side ng Beastcoast. Ito yung replay natin, ano?
Yan.
Saka ang kagandahan pa dito is yung Tome. They playing around Tome, diba? Alam natin na when there's a team fight, when there's nobody hitting the Tome, they're actually getting damage with them Soul Rifts, with them Decay, coming from Hakoda, plus syempre Ramses na naka Metamorphosis, ano. Ewan ko lang kung bakit nag-stick around pa yung Beastcoast dito. Probably they thought na makakuha ng magandang hook si Clockwork, pero wala na-cut option ni DM dito.
Yes. Naging greedy din sila doon, for sure. Kasi wala na silang damage na may babato. Siguro, akala nila makakakuha pa sila ng decent kill since pawala na din yung meta that time.
Yeah. Saka, they're all melee heroes sa team fight na yon. Ang pinagkaiba lang, Outsiders has like, uy.
Patay ata. Oh, ang ganda dagger save by Whisper. Pa nakawala na ito ngayon.
Nag-orb na to eh. Nakapag-blink ba? Yun.
Where's the orb?
Oh, good dodge.
Good dodge indeed. Nakawala pa nga doon si GPK sa, alam mo yun, delikadong moments.
Yeah, basic na basic yun para kay Pak, ano? Yung mga ganong moment.
Ito, pero ito na lang magiging ally. That's gonna be another hero to fall. Whisper, alam niyang nandito lang sa Gedli itong si Pak. DPK will just cut the creeps. And there we have it.
Radiant's
Get away.
middle tower is under attack.
Grabe si ano dito, si Whisper. Pag nakakuha ng mga
doon sa Rob. Ang ganda nung counter-initiate niya doon eh. I mean, it makes sense because if you think about it, after makommit ni Pak, yung like 1 or 2 spell niya, mahihirapan na siya makapag-out, diba? Imagine if Nexus Assassin was like earlier doon sa engagement na yun, I think baka naging successful yung turn ng Beastcoast.
Ayun na nga. Right now, 19 minutes in, a 3k gold lead para sa Beastcoast. 13 and 12 ang ating scoreline. Mahigpit na pumapalag dito ngayon ng Beastcoast. Actually, they are on the lead. While ito ng mga outsider yung nagka-catch up game. Kitang-kita naman natin, net worth pa lang, malusog. Ito nga si Kunka together with this Juggernaut.
Alam mo ba itong itong dalawang series to, especially pag Beastcoast ang pinapanood mo or kinakas mo, tumaya ka sa overkills. Kasi diba yung outsiders, mahilig sila sa long games. Yung Beastcoast naman, mahilig sila sa mga bakbakan. So, pag tumaya ka ng overkills, mukhang tama, kahit yung mga times 2 lang. Pwede. Malaking, magandang yun, magandang tayaan mo na yun.
Yes, sir. Pero yun nga, mga kaibigan, kung wala pa po kayong account sa Rivalry, please do use the link dyan sa may pinned comment and check nyo na, mag-register na kayo or gamitin nyo na lang yung link natin na rivalry.com/LuponWXC. And now, outsiders. Okay, nice attempt. So, nakunat na ni DM dito eh. Simula na siya maging problem para sa Beastcoast.
Yes. Oy, DM!
Grabe naman! Grabe naman yun, multiple disable and wala nga naman makunat sa 4 pero etong si Undying makukuha na naman ata mga kaibigan. DM still trying to escape here. Whisper.
Ooh, that was a really unfortunate Tom.
Unfortunate Tom, akala kasi niya papalag din yung buong tropa ng Beastcoast pero wala. Mukhang hindi mo napapalag ng outsider given that their Tom is down.
Yeah, grabe yung yung Nexus Assassin, yung mana burn niya kay Timber. So, like, you saw that they didn't have enough damage sa kanya. Uy, namatay si Ha?
Bounty rune?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
May kung anong nangyari. Pero yun nga, yung mana burn is actually quite annoying para kay Timber. So, no? Like, ayun nga, konti lang hindi siya namatay since makunat pa din naman siya in the end of the day. But, yeah. So, as a Timber, what do you wanna build up after yung mga ganong klaseng bambushit sa'yo, diba? Do you wanna start thinking of going BKB? Do you wanna go Lotus? Mga ganyang klaseng bagay. So, you have armor and then regen na din, diba?
Yep. Dagger for next. Maganda to, para may pangsabay siya dito kay Whisper if ever man manggulat sila. No? Element of surprise para mahuli agad nila yung isang pack. That's it. Good boy. Image getting that kill. That way yung dagger niya medyo mapapatagal pero konti lang naman eh. Kailangan niya para makuha na ngayon.
Spotted rocket! Ako po, onti mana ni Pak ha?
Illusory orb nandun. Okay, binigay pero Omni Slash nandun ang mga kaibigan. Nakapag-phase shift pa. Waning Rift out. His mana could be enough but no! That's Whisper deleting him with the Fade Bolt. And etong si Timbersaw. It's gonna be the use. Denies that incoming damage. Mortimer's Kisses. Fend everyone off. And outsiders. Batsi-batsi na lamang muna sila dyan. Pero it's a good thing na namatay si Pak. Diba?
Yes. Saka ang maganda pa din nangyayari doon sa side ng Beastcoast is si Juggernaut is actually richer than Terrorblade, di ba? You would think na, TB has slight advantage dun kay Juggernaut because he has a lot of illusion, high armor na din pati, di ba? Pero when Juggernaut can get ahead where like one full item or at least two, Mga 1.5 na lang. Yes, yeah.
Pero uy, teka lang. Etong si Stinger. Mukhang madadali dito ngayon. Buti na lang. Maganda pagkakaposisyon niya nung Cogs. Mapapasama nga ba ang kanilang lagay? Hakoda, dito siya ngayon. Pero si Gojer pa yung naunang makukuha. Though, eto nga si Hakoda, nadali na din naman. That's gonna be the rest of Beastcoast going to the bottom lane. Yung position ni Terrorblade medyo delix since andyan yung karamihan sa side ng Beastcoast. He needs to be very careful.
Yeah, but that's a 1-for-1 trade. I think you're okay there sa side ng outsider. Kasi at this point ng game, you're just trying to buy time para kay Rakam Season. You know that your carry is behind. He got picked off quite often and agad din niya na-force out sa laning phase. So talagang buy time lang yung outsiders dito sa ngayon.
Ish, Dagon. Dagon dito si Whisper. Ito yung sinasabi nating element of surprise na pwede nilang i-dish out kay Puck later on. So let's see. Ano bang gagawin nila? Revealing everyone. There's gonna be the dagger into the left. I think DM is dead. Pero Puck will try to help out. Nanlambot. Etong si Nyx. Ayun na nga. Well, binigay na din naman mga kaibigan. DM still alive and kicking. Whisper on the sidelines. Taking him down with the Fade Bolt. And eto na nga si Puck. Kakawala na lamang din doon. That's not a trade na gustong mangyari ng outsider given that that's enough para lang sa isang support.
Oo. Yeah. Tawag dito. I like yung Dagon build dito ni Rubik, ano? Kasi kung titignan mo yung lineup ng Beastcoast, they're lacking damage. I mean, not damage, but like burst damage. So, syempre, paano mo bibiglain si TB? It's with that burst damage. Kung makakuha siya, let's say, ng mga Dagon 3 or like E-Blade, I think hindi ma-anticipate ni Ramses to. Kasi nga, si TB, like, he's not going to build BKB his second item, diba? Mag-i-scadi pa yan. Maybe some Satanic, yung mga ganong klaseng item. And then, least na siguro yung, or kapag kailangan talaga, dun niya palang i-consider mag-BKB. Pero meron na pala siya. Okay, never mind.
Prioritize na yung BKB knowing nga naging build ng Beastcoast. Okay. Kaya pala tumagal yung farm niya.
Di saka alam mo na, you know, he's in great trouble building very early BKB.
Oo, yun nga eh. Diba? Kumbaga, alam niya na sa sarili niyang meron siyang kalalagyan if ever ngang di naunin yan. Pero
kasi hindi siya standard na magbi-BKB ka kagad eh. Dahil you're the main damage dealer for your team, diba? So as much as possible, you wanna get that farming and stats bago mo i-build up yung BKB mo.
For sure. Pero ward placement for both teams dito sa may top side ng map. Napakaganda. Disable towards yung Mitch. Roshan is available. There's gonna be the tomb drop dito sa may cliff. Kumukulit. Coil binabana into the Mortimer's cases. Then again, ito ang si Nyx. Wala siyang Carapace. Okay. There's gonna be the clockwork using up the hook shot. Itong si K1 masa-stun. Delikado. Lagay niyo dyan mga kaibigan. Nadali na nga ng tuluyan itong si K1. That's gonna be 4 heroes on the side. Actually, 5 heroes on the side of outsider going inside this rush pit. And with 3 heroes sa side ng Beastcoast, sobrang hirap kumontes dyan.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what was the move or objective there para sa side ng Beastcoast. Kasi kung maalala mo, if they wanna win team fight, they need to get a great initiation first, diba? Tapos makomit ni Kuka yung spells niya. Pero you did not see any coordination at all sa side ng Beastcoast to sa team fight na yun. It was very chaotic. They were like chasing hero, committing spells without really communicating what they want to do.
Grabe yun na lang talaga yung nagagawa dito nitong si Whisper, mga sebe. Talagang nambibigla na lang siya with a dagger, Fade Bolt and Dagon. It's actually working kahit paano sa mga supports. Pero
yung galawan ng Beastcoast dito, JB, parang pub game. Alam mo, meron kang, okay, I offlane but I want to pick Rubik, tapos magdadagon build ako. No? Kasi iba, kanya-kanya na lang din.
Ganun nga. Ganun na ganun. Yung datingan ng play dito ng Beastcoast. Yung mga yung mga rank rolls, tapos hindi sumusunod sa rolls nila. Ayan
Yeah.
Nabubunyag kayo, mga seb. Alright.
Pero, yeah, for sure, Ramses is online. Unless they find that hero first, katulad sa top lane.
Ito na yung biglaan na hinahanap niya. He does have the Dagon, the lift is out, pero mga seb, he's leashed. Can't go anywhere, and they're in this. Ang sagot dito nito si GPK.
And it's really ballsy for him to be in that place at that time, diba? He was alone. He probably thought na yung isang observer wards niya will help him get away. Pero yeah, paniguradong he's out of position and very greedy nung move niya na yun.
Ballsy in a way, pero GPK. Okay. Ready naman na dito ngayon yung Beastcoast. Kahit wala pa itong si Rubik. Madali lang naman kasi siyang makahabol sa laban if ever dun sa taas mangyayari. Even na meron pa silang tier 1 top tower. So makaka-TP pa rin si Rubik if ever man mapabuyback siya. But Ramses, really busy on the bottom. Snapfire, ang biktima ng Beastcoast. Another support will fall from the side of Outsider, pero 50 seconds na wala dito si Mortimer's Kisses, si Snapfire. So, kailangan mag-ingat ng Outsider kasi significant din yung kanilang Mortimer Kisses pagdating sa team fight. Diba?
Yes.
Added damage yun.
This could be good.
Torrent? Could be good indeed. Ayun na nga, hindi siya nakapag-BKB, pero may Torrent na binaba, mga kaibigan. Finally, the BKB is out there. Yun na nga ang si C-Smile. Makakabak ba with the BKB?
Iwan
will be able to escape. Iwan na nga sa Dreams yung dalawa. And itong si Stinger, nadali na din. That's gonna be K1 being followed by DM. Makakaasi pa ba dito ngayon ng Outsider? Nope, mukhang di na sila habol. They won't be too greedy. They'll just have to show this bottom lane. Pero, aba, X-Mark. Perso, subukan niyang mag-survive. Ramses is right around the corner together with the guys. DM, sobrang kunat na mukha. Yun nga, Ngomi-Slash, pinagpapasapasahan and dominating etong si Ramses. Mortimer's Kisses, medyo 10 bits. Ginamit na lang pang farm dito. Itong si Snapfire. Pero 3 heroes down once again sa side ng Beastcoast.
Yeah. Yung pick-up pa lang nila kay Ramses kanina eh. Like, I don't see it working out. Kasi una-una, Ramses has BKB. Pangalawa, yung Rubik nila may Dagon was not there. So, parang hopeful. Parang medyo hindi makatotohanan yung pag-pick up nila kay Ramses doon sa bottom lane. I mean, they did try, maybe set it up. Pero kasi, may tier 1 tower pa din yung Outsider di sa may babae. So kahit pa paano, makakapag-responde at makakapag-responde sila dun kay Terror Blade kanina.
Oh, yun na nga! Nabura! Dragon Pipe na ba yun?
Si nang bubusit na lang eh.
Oo, Dragon Pipe na nga ata, Seb eh. Kaya gano'n na lang kalakas yung... Dragon 4.
4
pa lang, 4 pa lang.
Na.
Pero, malapit, actually, malayo pa dun sa kanyang next item, which is E-Blade, yung kanyang gustong kunin. Would help para dun sa kanyang pangboboset.
Like, for sure, 100% they need that item. Pero kasi JB so, yung item na yan, para mag-workout, una-una, you need some really next level coordination, diba? Either papasok si Clockwork, and then si Rubik, tapos si Phoenix Assassin, tapos papasok si Rubik with the E-Blade Dagon. That is before makapag-respond yung Outsider and even pop yung BKB ni Ramses.
Ayan na nga, talagang tulog si C-Smile nag-BKB pero huli na ang lahat. At etong Outsider, alam nilang wala na si Kunka. Magiging kampante na sila dito ngayon. They will most likely play around the jungle of Beastcoast. Nagarot by Gojira. May gem na kasi Timberso eh. Wala, tatapusin na ata ito ng Outsider, Tish.
I mean, like, panigurado, Beastcoast, they're just probably trying to catch na may mga nagagalang nag-iisang hero sa side ng Outsider just so they can just grab those pickups. Pero pag nag-group up na tong Outsider, it's really hard to start those fights. Kasi yun na nga, may mga BKBs na, they're quite tanky. And then yung mga supports nila, I don't think they'll survive. Kasi melee sila eh. So when they go in, I don't think they're going out.
Tapos Terror Blade pa, no, na merong Metamorphosis. Pero, hunting this Rubik down. Next Assassin will be destroyed first. Deleted na din naman dito ngayon itong si Whisper. Walang buyback yung dalawa, mga kaibigan mo. Kung tatapusin na ng tropahan ng Outsider itong game number 1. Stinger will also say goodbye. Easy setter racks. And itong si Puck, tamang kulit sa may likuran. And there's gonna be the zone outplay by DM and Puck completely working.
Sayang eh, no? I mean, it looked really great for a second, di ba? Yung lineup ng Beastcoast, pero at some point kasi makaka-encounter ka ng problem eh. And then yung mga ganong klaseng lineup, you have to play it perfectly.
Totoo. Hindi ka talaga dapat magkakamali. Snapfire could be sacrificial lamb, but then again, this will be the Ancient to be destroyed by Outsider and GG. Called by Beastcoast dito sa ating game number 1. Well,
yeah.
Parang expected na din natin na ganun talaga yung mangyayari at some point, no? With that Rubik offlane.
You have to give it to Beastcoast, ano, JB?
Oo.
Kasi kahit pa paano, di ba, binigyan nila tayo ng pang mga hopeful doon sa draft nila na yun na, uy, baka mukhang may bubuga nga talaga tong Rubik na to eh. Pero yun nga, with those drafts, you have to play perfectly. Kailangan hindi namamatay yung carry mo. Like your Juggernaut, I think he needs to be really, really rich that game for him to carry yung laban na yun.
Ayun na nga. Pero ano pa bang masasabi natin dito sa game na to? Kasi syempre, yung Outsider, playful lang sila dito, Ate Ish. Diba? Dagon, tapos offlane na Rubik. I don't know. Pero for Outsider, Ish, tingin mo yung mga gantong klase ng heroes, makikita din natin sooner or later sa mga sa mga iba pa nilang laban. If ever sila yung manalo dito sa series.
Probably, because ito na yung nila eh. This is what they are. Or this is the heroes that they played, diba? Konti lang naman yung team na nakikita natin na talagang nagpipick ng sobrang kakaibang lineup. Yung Outsiders kasi, kailan natin si Ramsey, he also like those hero that's like heavy farmer na din pati, di ba? Kaya, yeah, nothing too crazy about Outsiders. And I think inline na lang silang i-psycho ng Beastcoast with the draft na yun ng game number 1.
Pati tayo na psycho, pero ano kayong masasabi ng panelist natin doon sa pangyayaring yun?
Thank you so much, Ate Ishi and JV, for the game number 1. Rubik is not enough. Rubik is not the answer. Certainly, dito sa ating game number 1. And, tinry naman ng Beastcoast i-workout. Sabi nga ni Ate Ishi, no? Pagka may Rubik ka, you need next level coordination, lalong-lalo na dun sa item choice ng isang Rubik. But, again, it didn't work out. So, Outsiders na ako ng game number 1.
Kumbaga, yes, gumana dito yung Rubik nung early game and ang dami niyang naging damage item dito. Bumili siya ng Dagon. Then usually, nakikita nating skill na kinukuha niya dito is Timber Chain para pure damage, para additional damage. The problem is, pag nahuli na siya dito ng Snapper or ng Pack and wala siyang BKB, ang dali niyang patayin. So I think ayun naging problema dito ng Beastcoast dun sa ating game number 1. Yes, may damage yung Rubik. Si Kungka meron siyang lockdown with the Hex tsaka BKB, pero the problem is pag yung Outsiders, yung unang nag-initiate ng teamfight, ang hirap for the side of Beastcoast kung paano nila mapapanalo yung teamfight.
Tsaka parang sobrang nahirapan talaga sila. Naiintindihan ko bakit nagkaroon ng item si Rubik. I feel like gusto niya dito i-burst yung one of the heroes dito ng Outsiders, mainly siguro si Pac.
Or si Terapin.
Para hindi mo-control dito yung game. But unfortunately, ayun nga, speaking of control the game, dun siya sobrang nahirapan eh. They were busy controlling the map to the point na yung Terrorblade hindi nila nakikita nakakapag-farm. And ang mahirap din dito, hindi ko alam kung narinig nyo kanina, pero hindi ako agree na magja-juggernaut yung side ng Beastcoast eh. Sabi ko kanina, parang hindi ko kunin doon ng Beastcoast. Kasi nakukulangan talaga ako, parang, ako yung tatanungin mo, I would go for the carry na can go for a longer team fight, which is sinabi ko baka mag-TB sila. Pero hindi nila nakuha, and that is one of the reason I think why Beastcoast hindi sila makakuha ng carry, or yung carry nila is hindi madalas nakakasama and can put up that much damage dito against sa Outsiders.
And nabanggit nyo na rin kanina, no, bago magsimula yung game number 1 natin, kung ano yung pinagkaiba ng dalawang team na to. Outsiders, they want a standard, very simple Dota, but for Beastcoast, they want the next level Dota they could play. Dito sa game number 1, they tried to, I don't know if that's experimental, pero hindi nag-work out para sa kanila. And my question for you guys is, ulitin ba nila tong gantong klaseng pickings for game number 2? Syempre, this is lower bracket, elimination round, or babalik sila doon sa kung saan fit and malakas sila?
Sa tingin ko babalik sila dun sa kanilang kalakasan pagdating sa draft. Maybe makakita ulit tayo dito ng Whisper Pack dito, or Whisper Keeper, or Whisper Timber. And sa tingin ko for Kayawan Hector, kailangan niya maging malinis yung laruan niya, kasi nakita ko ng game number 1, hindi naman siya lagi, pero madalas siya napipick off nung Pack and Snapper. Dalawang heroes na wala masyadong catch, pero nahuli siya.
Nahuli
siya dito. Kahit na meron siyang mantas, kahit meron siyang Manta style na may pan-debuff dun sa winning rift, nahuli siya ng dalawa dahil grabing overwhelming magic damage nung Stafford tsaka nung Pac. And nakita ko for outsiders, yes, nung early game medyo nahihirapan sila. Nakita ko nga parang mga 15-minute mark si Ramses yung pinaka-lowest net worth pagdating sa core. Pero ang ganda ng ginawa dito ng outsiders kung paano nila iba-buy time para mag-online dito si Ramses. And nung nakita ko for the side of outsiders na meron ng BKB, yung Timber, meron ng
That's the go time.
Meron ng Aeon Dish yung pack, meron ng BKB plus Kadi yung Terrabate. I think yun na yung parang pinaka-window of opportunity for outsiders na matapos yung laro. And for Beastcoast, too much to handle yung naging pag-online dito ng tatlong cores na outsider.
Ako, I think okay lang naman na maging ganun ulit yung playstyle na. Kailangan lang siguro nila ng mas solid na carry or K1 Hector, which in mga CK, ganun yung kaya lumaban agad ng early na pambalagbagan talaga non-stop team fight. Kasi okay naman yung naging performance talaga ni
nakita natin, no, nakaka-solo kill ng early si Whisper.
Kaya Timber Chain din sobrang galaw niya sa mapa with the Timber Chain Kaso kulang pala talaga.
Tsaka nakikita ko dito for Beastcoast, so far nakikita ko group stage and playoffs, ang pinaka-consistent player dito si Whisper, pero yung dalawa sobrang inconsistent ng dalawa.
Lackluster or no?
Sobrang, hindi naman lackluster. Inconsistent yung
Who's that?
Yung dalawang core. Si Chris Lack tsaka si K1 Hector. Nakita natin na yung inconsistency ng dalawang player na dito, ng dalawang core dito, side ng Beastcoast. Lalo na si Juggernaut. Kasi nasabi ko kanina, nahuli siya ng dalawa. Nung pack tsaka nung snapper.
Medyo hindi mo maipaliwanag kung paano. Pero dito, maipapaliwanag ng game number 1 natin. Who's the MVP on this game?
That's sabi siya when nasa GP, use it kay
Palakpakan!
Pero para sa akin, ang ganda nga naging performance dito ni GPK. Nahirapan dito si Schofield kung paano huli niya dito yung pack kahit na meron siyang Carapace. Given ang ganda ng mga bitawan niya dito ng face shift, lagi niya naiiwasan dito yung stun ng Carapace. Parang isang beses nga lang ata na Carapace dito ni Schofield yung damage ni Pac or hindi talaga. So, well played talaga dito kay GPK.
Yes, well hindi naman natatapos ang Dota na pag na-counter out na yung hero mo, talo ka na agad, di ba? You need to step up on your game. You need to handle even though kasi sa Dota makokontra ka talaga.
Kung tignan mo, siya yung nag-unlock dito ng laro for Yamich. Napipilitan na agad mag-carapace dito si Nex Assassin dun sa mga skills ni Pac. Kaya pag nakita dito ni Yamich na nag-carapace na itong si Schofield, saan niya binibitaw yung Mortimer Kisses? Diba?
Well played of execution of skills dito ng outsiders. I think yun yung in-expect ng karamihan ng tao pagdating sa outsiders if ever mananalo sila dito. Pero game number 2, the most important game for Beastcoast. Yes, and probably their last game dito sa Arlington Major. Although, medyo nakakahinga naman na sila kasi these two teams are invited na sa the International. Yun naman yung pinaglalabanan dito bukod sa prize pool. Yes, and let's see anong mangyayari sa game number 2 natin when we will be right back dito sa ating PGL Arlington Major only here on Kuya Nick's page. See.
Pumuntahan na ako mamaya.
Ang bilis! Ang bilis! Ang bilis mag-install ng G-Fiber!
Get G-Fiber installed in as fast as 24 hours. Home made greater with Globe.
This is Keanu Reeves, and welcome to Rush Lane. Rush Lane is a new intense multiplayer racing game where you can compete against real players to win real money. Set in the towering crime-filled metropolis of Hub City. Here, champions put their life on the line for glory, power, and riches in the ultimate death race, known as the Rush Lane. How does it work? Simple. Pay a small stake to jump into the next race. All the stakes go into the prize pool, so the more players, the more money there is to win. Once enough players join, the race is on. Races last just a couple of minutes and are fully automated. Rush Lane is driven by our unique physics-based randomness engine. Starting positions, track segments, and traps are all randomly generated, and we've tested over 10,000 races to ensure no player has any advantage over another. Cheer on your racer as they scream down the winding city streets and through mysterious alternate worlds filled with dangerous traps and pitfalls. The first player to cross the finish line wins the biggest share of the prize pool. But don't worry, the top few finishes are also in the mix to win. The exact number of winners will change depending on how many players were in the race. The more players, the more winners. Rush Lane is live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so you can jump into the action anytime you want. Good luck out there, racers. Only on Rivalry.com.
Drama? Comedy? Korean? Sci-fi?
Thanks, G-Fiber!
Enjoy your favorite apps.
Horror.
Home made greater with Globe.
Ang bilis! Ang bilis ng G-Fiber!
Fast fiber internet now even faster with the new G-Fiber plans. Apply now. Home made greater with Globe.
3, 2, 1.
Dan, pupuntahan na ako mamaya.
Ang bilis! Ang bilis! Ang bilis mag-install ng G-Fiber!
Get G-Fiber installed in as fast as 24 hours. Home made greater with Globe.
This is Keanu Reeves, and welcome to Rush Lane. Rush Lane is a new intense multiplayer racing game where you can compete against real players to win real money. Set in the towering crime-filled metropolis of Hub City. Here, champions put their life on the line for glory, power, and riches in the ultimate death race, known as the Rush Lane. How does it work? Simple. Pay a small stake to jump into the next race. All the stakes go into the prize pool, so the more players, the more money there is to win. Once enough players join, the race is on. Races last just a couple of minutes and are fully automated. Rush Lane is driven by our unique physics-based randomness engine. Starting positions, track segments, and traps are all randomly generated, and we've tested over 10,000 races to ensure no player has any advantage over another. Cheer on your racer as they scream down the winding city streets and through mysterious alternate worlds filled with dangerous traps and pitfalls. The first player to cross the finish line wins the biggest share of the prize pool. But don't worry, the top few finishes are also in the mix to win. The exact number of winners will change depending on how many players were in the race. The more players, the more winners. Rush Lane is live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so you can jump into the action anytime you want. Good luck out there, racers. Only on Rivalry.com.
We're back here at Arlington Major here at Kuya Nick's page. Game number 2 po between Beastcoast and Outsiders. 1-0 na po yung Outsiders dito. Ang tanong, may comeback pa nga ba for Beastcoast or tuloy-tuloy na to para sa side ng Outsiders? Let's all find out dito sa ating game number 2. And I think the draft is up as well. So Dan and Sir Mike, it's your time to explain ano ba yung mga opening picks dito ng Outsiders.
Okay, so for Outsiders...
Oh, I really like this one. I really like this
Ito
one.
na yung hinahanap mo kanina.
Hinahanap ko talaga yan. Matagal na. K1 Hector magtanggol, ipagtanggol mo na ang Beast Coast. Pero kidding aside, duda ka ba sa Rate King? Why is that?
Hindi naman sa duda sa K1 Hector Rate King, pero duda ako dun sa paglalagay nila a second pick dun sa Rate King.
Masyado ba maaga?
Masyadong maaga para sa akin. So, I think for Outsiders, hindi ko naman nakikita na nilalaro nila ditong 4, yung Doom, pero will ko
this as scary as well.
Pero sa tingin ko, syempre hindi na masyadong ideal na gawing carry given na Rate King yung carry dun sa kabila. Diba?
Baka iniwasan lang nila yung ganun.
Ginagamit din naman niya Mitch tong Doom eh.
I think nagamit nito nung Tour 3, so kahit paano flexible yung magiging pick dito ng Outsiders. Pero ganda ng pagkaaban pa rin nila dito ng Chen. Dahil plano nila dito pack plus na far, pero ginawa dito ng Beastcoast since sa kanilang first 2 picks, kinuha nila dito yung Snapfire.
Oo, pero kakaiba, Beastcoast, kung makikita yung ban na Timber, which is usually nakikita ko talaga sa kalaban nila, pero for Rate King naman, tingin ko okay lang naman.
Oo, syempre.
Kaya ano naman to signature hero nyo naman, nakita mo naman kanina.
Tsaka ang hirap lumain, di ba? Ang hirap lumain up against Timber
sa
pagka
pag
King ka. Okay,
Babagayin
Juggernaut
na
as well. Maybe another core ang iban dito ng Beastcoast. Kasi sa tingin ko hindi naman nila kailangan dito mag-ban ng support given na masyadong vulnerable si Ray King as second pick. So, kailangan talaga nilang i-cover dito yung pagkakapik nila ng Ray King. And for Beastcoast, hindi man nila ginagawang support. Last time nakita ko Ray King support, parang sobrang tagal na. Parang
may nakita kang ganun?
Meron na.
Sa pub ko lang
actually, ginamit yan ni Notel, TI-8 up against LGD, upper bracket.
Hindi pa ako ganun nag-aanan nun.
Yun lang yung naalala kong huling support rating na nakita ko sa
Wag naman na sana tayo makakita ng ganun.
Pero kung gagana naman, nakita mo naman yung ban kanina Gumana
Parang exception to.
Walang exception.
Hindi mo talaga siya pwedeng gawing support.
Mahirap. Bibigyan mong item yung mga skeleton. Hindi, charot lang. Pero ito, Beastcoast tingin ko, okay lang kukunin nila ulit yung Nyx Assassin. Can do well dito sa mga heroes ng Outsiders. Doom with the Scorch Earth. And syempre, pakala mo na
makikita ko dito for Beastcoast. Sa tingin ko pwedeng 4 tong Snapper, then kuha sila dito ng support na pwedeng maging setup ng Great Fire Blast, or sabihin natin Great Fire Blast yung magiging setup for another skill. Like for example, pwede sila dito mag-Ancient Apparition, setup mo yun sa sa Cold Feet tsaka sa Ice Blast. Gusto ko yung ganung draft side ng Beastcoast para mas malaki yung nila, mas malaki yung chance na mapanalo nila yung early game para mag-snowball talaga dito as soon as possible dito si K1 na Hector, and mabigyan siya ng free lane.
Ako naman kaya gusto ko Nyx kasi tingin ko goes well dito with Snapper. Yung dalawang to pag umikot kaya nila sumolo. Pumatay ng kahit core dito sa may side ng Outsiders. Kasi sobrang basic lang nun. Nyx Assassin, tatama yung stun mo ron, matic Diba? More cases.
But for Outsiders, yes, do you think possible dito yung NP?
I think available. Oo, good siya in terms of matchup kay Ray King kasi
kahit pag late game, parang iniisip mo, especially with the leash. And
swerte lang dito for Ray King, di ba? Kung makakuha siya ng Spider Legs. Pero in terms of matchup between Ray King and Nature's Prophet, goods talaga si Nature's Prophet. Kasi siya yung pinakamataas na build, yung pinakamataas yung AG per level na nag-gain sa Intelligence series. So, ano yun? Ibig sabihin, pag mataas yung AG mo, mataas din yung armor mo.
Yes.
So, maganda yung hero mo up against sa physical damage. So, for Outsiders, let's see kung ipipig na ba nila dito yung Nature's Prophet. Pero, medyo vulnerable pa yun sa third pick, so I think baka support
masyado maaga?
Masyado maaga.
Kaso baka maban.
Ano bang pwedeng hero dito naisip ko for Yamich ano bang available? Tiny, naban, Marcy, naban.
How about Dazzle para sa side ng Beastcoast? Since syempre meron ditong Doom, potential save coming from Beastcoast.
Skyrat.
The favorite by Outsiders.
Oo, sabi nga ni Darkstar, ayan, nakita ko na rin ito.
Kahit wala dito si Darkstar, nadadama yan. Pero okay lang pa.
Hindi, kita mo na rin talaga, di ba?
Kada tuloy mo mabagit
yung kita mo na Darkstar. Hindi ka na na-surprise dito sa
na-surprise, yes. Is this Sakota?
Nakita naman natin nilaro ni Yamish, so ano pa siya, flexible picks pa kahit pa paano.
Tsaka hindi pa naman sure din na isusupport yung Doom
medyo kulang kasi yung setup nila dito for the Mystic Flare. So,
Templar Assassin.
Inagaw nila. I think deny pick to for the side of Beastcoast. Kasi possible, pwede pa sila mag-TA dito side ng Outsiders given na maganda yung matchup niya kay Ray King. Pagdating ng late game, medyo hirap si Ray King na ma-burn yung refraction ni TA pag nakuha niya yung level 25 na plus 8 refraction instances. And kapag kulang dito yung Outsiders ng raw physical damage sa draft nila. So, ganda ng pagka-pick nila dito ng TA. And last time na ginawa nila to, yung TA plus Ray King combination, nanalo sila sa group stage. Nakalimutan ko sining kalaban nila pero nanalo sila dun sa game na yun. And Earthshaker for Beastcoast. So, hero to ni Schofield.
Meaning to say, babanggitin ko pa lang sana kung magiging greedy ba yung heroes dito ng Beastcoast, pero nakikita naman natin sa ibang team na yung ibang greedy lineup is nag-workout din para sa kanila. Do you think magiging hindrance ba na double carry yung Beastcoast dito, knowing nakita mo naman yung heroes ng Outsiders
I doubt na magiging hindrance sa side dito ng Beastcoast. Kasi pinaka main objective lang nila dito is mapanalo yung lane, especially for TA, then control the map control the map para makakuha nila yung first to second Roshan. Yun lang ang pinaka importansya nung
Tsaka din
nila
naman
dito.
all the time mag-perform yan si Templar Assassin 20 minutes lang okay na. Tsaka kung titignan mo naman yung katapat niya sa mid, di naman siya ganun mababother with the pack. Maliban na lang kung magkakaroon ng adjustment dito outsiders kung saan pwede nila itapat yung Viper sa
Gusto ko yung
TA. Kasi nagmi-mid Viper sa GPK.
Gusto ko yung pagka-pick nila dito ng Viper. To be honest, flexible pick siya and nililive nila dito yung flexibility nung Doom. So mapapaisip dito yung Beastcoast kung ano ibiba nila. Magbaban ba sila ng carry? Kasi marami pa ring kakulangan yung draft dito outsiders, pero syempre di mo pwedeng sa isip na pwede pa rin mag-carry Doom dito yung outsiders. Then itong Viper pwedeng gawing support or offlane for DM, di ba? So okay,
Beastmaster ban for outsiders. Kitang-kita natin. Malapit na
so,
matapos yung Arlington.
Ganda ng trophy. Pero gusto ko yung ban dito outsiders, another hero na pwedeng sabi ko kanina, kailangan dito ng Beastcoast na makontrol yung mapa. So good ban dito side ng outsiders. Itong Beastmaster. Ano kayang offlane hero ang pwede pang nila iba na mataas magano? Siguro Visage. Visage yung pwede nilang i-ban
Nakita mo
dito.
ba na nag-Visage?
Nakita. Nagbaban si Ay, nag-Visage si Stinger. Malawak yung hero pool ng taong yan.
Ng taong yan talaga.
To be honest, malawak
may galit ka ata.
Kasi pagdating sa madalas na manonood ng stream ng mga diba, Visage. Kasi si Whisper, siya lang yung madalas nakikita kong consistent mag-stream sa Twitch. Tapos pinapanood ko siya madalas.
Kakaiba yung mga herohan ni Whisper.
Tsaka magaling din niya mag-mid si Whisper. Kaya sa akin siya yung pinaka-consistent na player dito sa Beastcoast. Kasi sobrang ang dami niyang roles na nilalaro sa pub and kumbaga siya yung madalas gumagawa ng play sa side ng Beastcoast So for Whisper dito magiging niya.
May question tayo sa chat. Hindi ba daw mahihirapan mahuli yung pop dito for the side of outsiders?
I think okay lang. Fisher lang naman
Hindi nila problema yung huliin dito yung pack. Ang pinaka-problema nila dito kung paano nila execute yung lane and paano nila makuha yung Roshan. I think hindi mag-matter yung lockdown dito. Kasi pwede naman agad nila matapos yung laro dito
Okay.
Tsaka Fisher lang naman kailangan mo dyan sa back para mahuli nyo Pag na-Fisher nyan, madaming follow-up na pwede batin Beastcoast. Lalo na pag nagkaroon ng shard dagger dito isang snapfire.
Underlord siguro nakikita ko for Beastcoast. Another hero na
Ginamit nila yan last time. Pero
take ng map control. Kasi meron kang Fiend's Gate. Tapos
although nakita natin siya as mid, pero hindi mo pa rin, nabanggit mo na nga, Whisper got a large hero pool. So hindi natin maiko-close pa rin yung game na
malabo yung keeper. Malabo yung keeper offlane. Tingnan ko malabo yung keeper offlane. Hindi siya nagtitake ng map control para sa akin kasi madaling huliin dito si keeper So gusto ko ng offlane na makunat or sabihin natin medyo mahirap huliin.
Talon.
Ayun, map control na hero pala. Pero hindi ko nakita nila ruto na yan ni Whisper ng group stages. Pero ayun nga, another offlane na nag-take ng map control.
Parang nakita ko na to dati sa mga past matches nila DPC seasons na ginamit ni Whisper itong offlane na
Lycan?
Tsaka iniisip ko rin pwede silang kumuha ng tatalon na hero na pwedeng umulik kay Viper or hero na sobrang bilis parang hindi mo na mararamdaman yung Viper.
Si Gunnar yun mag-ano siya, mag-analyst sa game 2. Pero for outsiders, gusto ko dito ng damage hero for Ramses na kayang mag-standalone sa lane. Gusto ko ng Monkey King. I like the Monkey King for outsiders dito or pwede. Monkey King.
How about Bloodseeker for outsiders?
In terms of draft, hindi siya maganda. Hindi siya maganda kasi
why so?
Wala kang DPS so hindi mo agad mababurn yung refraction. And in terms of sa lane, magiging vulnerable ka.
I think hindi naman nila magiging problema yun Dan. Kasi dami nilang DPS kung sa ibang heroes Diyan yung Viper, Skyrat, Doom. Siguro sa laning lang talaga magiging problema niya. Pero in terms of teamfight, I think hindi naman magiging problema na masyado. Pero Lone Druid,
hindi ko in-expect for outsiders. Kayo ba?
Hindi ko rin na-expect yung
Hindi ko in-expect
Pero ang in-expect ko kasing hero for outsiders, yung may talaga, raw physical damage. Pero hindi ko inisip yung
Hindi ko
yung Lone Druid. Ano in-expect ko, Monkey King Pero Yung Druid.
Oh,
Okay.
Sven nga nisip kung kukunin ng Outsiders eh. Para pang linis dito sa Beastcoast eh.
Phosphor pack! Phosphor pack sila dito. Kanina.
Hindi, kasi...
Kayo nang babaliw ng draft. Kami naman ngayon.
Kami naman ngayon, oo. Kami naman gusto niyo yung ganitong laro eh. And what do you think in-adjust ng Outsiders to? Binate ba nila? Or
Tingin
what?
ko, in-adjust nila to kasi tatapat yata nila talaga. Yung Viper sa Templar Assassin, na-point out ko naman kanina na isa rin naman talaga to sa mga ginagamit ni GPK as his mid hero. Tsaka kung titignan mo, pag dito na papasok yung problema sinasabi mo kanina na hindi pag nahirapan si Templar Assassin sa mid, dun magmamatter yung agawan ng farm. Diba?
Nakikita ko dito for Beastcoast, hindi nila pwedeng gawin yung ginawa nila sa Fnatic na ginawa nilang mid yung Underlord then yung pack yung naging offlane. I think dito sa game na to hindi nila pwedeng gawin na iiwas nila si TA dun sa Viper kasi mangyari pag nilagay nila sa TA sa side lane magiging vulnerable din siya dun sa sa lane ng tawag dito ng Lone Druid plus isang support, so I will go for Outsiders. Mas madali execute yung draft nila.
Parang
predict na ni
pinredict
kung
na
kami
rin.
pinipredict yung game si Derek, pinipredict yung pe-predict namin.
Grabe ka naman, nagpe-predict ng ipe-predict. Tingnan natin kung mape-predict ng mga chat natin na yung predictions namin and yung game number 2 natin. And nakita mo naman, pinredict na rin ni Derek ang prediction ko. Talaga namang predict
Pala
na predict.
desisyon.
Talaga pala, desisyon ka Derek, pero I think tama naman siya dito sa game. I will go for Beastcoast. I want a game number 3. So tingnan natin yung casters natin kung gusto rin ba nila ng game number 3. Game number 3 na, JB. Ate Ishi.
Tignan natin kung game 3 pa nga ba, pero doon ako sa mas baliw na draft. Gusto ko makita ng 4 na fuck this time around for Outsiders. And ikaw ba, Ish? Who's your bet dito sa game?
I think draft-wise, tingin ko mas maganda yung draft ng Beastcoast compared nung sa game number 1. But Outsiders, I think they have a great understanding on how yung Beastcoast draft will go online. So I do like the Sila Bear. Ayan, si Sila Bear na.
Si Sila Bear. Very
Silang druid. Ayan.
Very dotawan nila.
Silang druid na fake. Ayan. Pero I think I'll go Beastcoast. I wanna give chance to my SA team para nga sabi ni Casey mag-game number 3.
Yan. Okay. Pero habang nagkikwentuhan tayo, Tisha, pinalamon dito ng ng Azucena si Doom. Binigyan ka agad eh. Diba? Nakapag-consume agad dito si Doom ng Wolf. So, easy yun.
Uy, walang kumuha.
Deny! Na-deny pa! Oh, that's huge. Pero, deny for deny yung nangyari. Though, dalawang bounty ang masasecure ata ng Outsider. Tapos wala makukuha naman yung Beastcoast. I see.
Yeah. Yun nga, no? So, I guess with the Viper na matchup ni TA sa mid lane is gonna be quite hard, of course, na mag-online. Agad yung hero na to, pero we all know TA, he can easily make a comeback into this game. Saka kasi yung lineup din ng Outsiders dito, they're not the type of hero that will run at you very early, ano? Since they did pick the Lone Druid and si Doom. Alam natin yung dalawang hero na yan. They kind of like to AFK. They like to build up yung hand of Midas muna ni Doom before yung next item niya. Bago natin makita na talagang mag-group up na tong lineup ng Outsider na to.
Yan. Yun nga, no? Kumbaga, talagang papayaman muna yung Outsider. Medyo greedy in a way yung lineup nila, pero basta mapaganda lang yung kanilang side lanes, wala namang problema yan dito kay Doom. Oy, pero gandang intro ng Fisher. Ramses Bear, mapapatay ba? Na-deny pa, mga Seb! Sayang, kasi syempre, hero gold na din yun eh. Diba?
Yes, for sure, for sure. Malaki-laki yun. Like around 300 yata yun, di ba? Kung makuha niya yung parang hero na rin, parang naka-first blood ka na rin dun sa kung napatay mo. At least yung bear na yun. So, great
Very
heads
valuable.
up from Ramses.
Alright. So, at the moment sa baba, may kita naman natin si Lycan. Siya yung tipo ng laner or siya yung tipo ng core na can stand alone. Diba? Can stand alone on that lane ng hindi ganong delikado given nga na maayos yung kanyang positioning or hindi nako-compromise yung kanyang lugar. Diba? Let's see.
Yes. And also what I like about Beastcoast draft is like, alam natin, ito na yung risking ni K1 Hector JB
Oo.
Saka, kaya ba?
Makukuha nga. This time around, the bear could die. Oh, nope. Sabi ni Ramses. Another deny. Another deny towards this bear. So, at least for Beastcoast, they're trying.
Yeah, that's good because isipin mo, di ba, kari-respawn lang ng bear, so it's around 40 seconds pa yata yung timer nun bago magkaroon ulit ng bear. Si Ramses katulad yan, and now...
To think na siya pa yung namatay. Kakasalba niya sa bear niya. But on this mid, GPK dealing too much damage towards C-Smile. And with 11 denies, Tiish, C-Smile could be in a very tough spot. And Puck with the early rotation, that will secure the kill. GPK getting that one, mga Seb. And ayun na nga, mga idol, no?
Oh yeah, great rotation from Puck. Ayan. Saka hindi, medyo expected naman yung mid lane na yan eh. Like we all know, this is a heavy Viper-dominated lane.
Yep.
So, kailangan lang mag-survive ng ilang level dito ni TA and then he can start heading into the jungle. Kasi madami din naman core yung Beastcoast eh. So, like, pwede rin mag-rotate si Snapfire eventually sa mid lane, di ba? After nung laning phase, even si Shaker, feature lang.
Yan. Okay, mga Seb, no? Pero syempre, kung wala pa po kayong Rivalry account, click nyo na lang yung pin comment dyan sa ibaba. And use the link na rivalry.com/LuponWXC. Register na kayo mga kaibigan. And yun nga yung first blood natin earlier, brought us by Rivalry. Hashtag RivalryXLuponWXC.
Di mo mahuhuli yung 6-stinger. Alam ko meron yatang maintenance yung Rivalry ngayon. So, relax lang kayo dyan, guys. Inaayos yan really soon. Kung, instead na itayan nyo, yung pambebet nyo sana, ayan.
Bukas na.
Pambili nyo ng breakfast. Pambili nyo ng breakfast, di ba? Alas 4 na, gising na siguro yung, or nakapagluto na ng pandesal sa kanto, di ba?
Sarap talaga.
May luto na.
Galing naman ni Tish, tamang gutom ka naman dito. Tamang takam ka.
At least nga dyan sa Pilipinas, every morning may fresh pandesal Dito wala namang ganyan dito eh.
Yun lang. Kaya, get your fresh pandesals now, 4 AM pa lang. Pero ito yung maganda dyan, Tish. Okay na ngayon na wala. Okay na ngayon nagkaroon ng maintenance. Para bukas, okay na. Since mas solid yung mga laban, magmula bukas. Diba? Yun naman yung kagandahan nun. Kesa naman bukas tayo maon siya sa mga bets natin. So Gojira's TPing away, but the damage is enough.
Oo. Ang masama pa nakakomit pa niya yung TP niya. Sa pagkabuhay niya, hindi siya pwede mag-TP respond kung sakali magkaroon ulit ng bakbakan, diba? Yeah, for sure, GPK is having a great time dito sa mid lane. Of course, not the best hero in terms of sieging, pero mukhang tutulong na rin yata si Skyrat and si Puck just so they could put a lot of pressure dito sa tier 1 tower ng Biko sa gitna.
Naku po. Talagang gusto nilang iput ng outsider yung pressure on this mid, no? Para makip nila yung momentum going, given na si DM nakakapag-farm naman sa lane. Gusto din naman ni Whisper na ganyan din nangyayari. Let's give it to him. Basta makaka-farm din itong si DM.
Kasi medyo same boat sila na hindi ganun kabilis mag-online yung heroes. Ng both sides, they need at least 1 or 2 items before syempre makakita tayo ng team fight sa parehong side, diba? Especially si TA, he needs at least that BKB. Ano pa ba? Si K1 Hector, maybe some Mordigan Blink, or ewan ko lang kung sino magdedeso sa kanilang dalawa, pero mas maganda yata kay TA kasi in the end of the day parang magpapakunot na lang yata si K1 dito tapos si TA talaga yung damage dealer. Kita mo yung item niya, Mordigan going into BKB. Yun yung nakakill sa kanya sa ngayon.
Defensive in a way, pero they will try to defend the top lane. Etong si K1, medyo malalim.
Hindi alam to.
Meron naman siya dito ngayong ulti, so meron siyang pangalawang buhay. But Ramses and GPK is ready with what's about to happen. Cookie, nice save there by Stinger. First HP lang yung nakuha dito ng outsider. Pero still good punishment yon towards this Wraith King.
I mean, saka hindi okay lang din yung rotation ni GPK dito kasi unang-una wala na rin naman ang turret sa gitna, so it actually doesn't have much objective or purpose dun sa mid lane, ito na lang gagawin niya, mambubugaw.
Nako, ito na nga yung ginagawa nila dito ngayon. Hindi man nila mapatay itong si K1. Still, he's being punished. Hindi siya makapag-farm sa lane. Even sa triangle, binubugaw siya dito ng outsider. So, good ward placement ata ito. Tama ba? Alam ko warded eh. Warded yung triangle ng Beastcoast eh.
Na-ward lang siguro, if ever man. Pero kita mo naman ngayon, no? Talagang ninanookan niya ng farm. Uy, pero ano to ha?
GPK,
silence?
he's very low. Yun na nga, Raid Fire Blast. Elo talaga. Gagawin ka munang bag, mga kaibigan. Yun na nga po, si K1.
Yun lang, nag-group.
Actually, si GPK nakakuha pa nung... Si GPK napatay dito ni Stinger and si K1 madadali dito ngayon. That's gonna be Ramses getting that one. Ang swerte nung bear niya.
Yeah. That was like almost 2 root in a row dun sa bear. Ano, last time naglaro ako ng Dota, kahapon yata, yung kasama kong bear, di nagro-root, Diyos ko lords. Ba talaga ang root ng pro player? May buff.
No? RNG buff. Ay, nako po. Pero, anyways, mga kaibigan, speaking of bottom lane, ito na, susubukan na ngayon ni DM na mangharas, even that he's in the lead in terms of levels, pero yun ng Beastcoast, ready naman sila dyan rumisponde.
Yes. Kasi, I think, kung kahit isang beses lang nag-root, yung bear dun, K1 Hector, I think will be able to cape dun sa, kasi medyo mataas pa yung buhay niya eh, and then, syempre, it's going to the high ground, it's gonna get fog, so, tapos makakaroon na rin siya ng stun soon. So, yeah, tingin ko makakaalis siya doon kung hindi nag-root ng 2 beses. Yung, kasi, nung nag-root ng pangalawa, naka-follow up na yung outsider, di ba?
Yun nga, medyo sinama na talaga siya doon. Now, Doom sitting at the top of the net worth, followed by Viper. Na, ganda ng ginagawa ni Viper ngayon, kahit after niya ma-dominate yung lane talaga ng mga sinusubukan na niyang i-empower yung kanilang side lanes. Pero Hakoda, nasakal na nga siya dito nitong si Whisper. As Whisper goes to the mid lane.
Yeah, this is probably a much needed kill. And then pressure dito sa mid lane kasi Outsiders has been walking all over din sa map. So, kung hindi sila gagawa ng play katulad niyan, ako ma-overwhelm na naman sila katulad ng game 1.
Pero Yamich, he died. Trying to get Gojira, na-punish siya dito ni Cheese-Smile. Alright.
Ang kulit mo ah.
Nasa Eyeblades ata eh.
Yeah.
Hindi niya inaasahan din.
Pero si Doom yata, tama ba? May Hand of Midas na, no? So, unti-unti nang nagpo-fall off. Saka maaga yun, ha? Maaga yung Hand of Midas na yun ni DM, tama ba? Ng Outsiders. So,
same with ata. Papunta din doon yung si Ramses. Let's see kung doon din siya.
Saka yung if you like summarize yung laning phase, like Outsider came up on top in terms of winning the CS, winning the trade, di ba?
All 3 lanes, I would say.
Yeah.
Kasi syempre si DM, stable lang din naman siya dyan. Diba?
Oo. And with that being said, I think it's gonna be quite problematic for Beastcoast na let's say kung maagang mag-online yung Blink Dagger ni Doom on even yung BKB, same goes with Viper. I just don't know if they can take yung mid-game fights kapag nahit ng maaga ng Outsiders yung timing nila.
Yun na nga. Well, Morrigan, taken there by Raid King. Pwede yung magamit as a farming tool. So, we'll see. Paano nga ba magiging sagot dito ng Beastcoast? On the mid, GPK back on his lane, defending that one. Diba? Masyado na ata siyang nasihan sa pag-ikot.
True. Kaya 1K net worth lead. Mag-8K mo na siguro yung parehong side. Just finalizing siguro yung item nila. And then we might see some smoke play. Di pa tayo nakakita ng Mystic Flare. Di pa yata level 6 si Skyrat dito.
Ayun na nga. Hindi pa nga. Pa-6 pa lang. Pa-6 pa lang. Silence towards that. Centaur. Pero Hakoda could be the one taken out here. Good fear. Coming from Ramses.
Tatambay na lang siya dun sa nagpa-farm ng Ancient. Makikilish muna ako dito ng experience. Wala, hindi ako makalane.
Tsaka ang ganda ng ginagawa dito nitong si Ilaikan. He's just given out vision for his team kung nasaan nga ba yung kanilang kalaban. Pero GPK, nilalamon dito ngayon ng mga aso. Alright. Wala naman
Hindi
masyadong
ka nag-go, walang wolf form eh. Kasi pwede pa mag-TP si Doom dito and then, di ba, syempre kapag napa-dive deep kayo, you wanna force too much sa may tier 1 tower sa gitna, baka mapa para sa side ng Beastcoast. I think it's good na they're just chilling, not committing too much sa mga gusto nilang gawin na pick off. Like, if they're not successful, just back off. You know, there's no need to dive deep dun sa backline ng outsiders.
Ayun na nga, mostly farming talaga mangyayari dito sa ating game number 2. Kasi syempre, Beastcoast, ano na to eh. Laglaga na to para sa kanila. Tanggal talaga mukha nila sa Arlington Major pag natalo pa sila dito ng isa pang beses.
Yes, yes. And ano nga pala, no, may next series pa tayo, no? Yung
Meron
Aster, tama ba? Versus Entity. Sayang.
Yeah,
Kala ko
Aster
magiging
versus
boom na yun eh, no?
Kaya nga eh, mukhang mapupuyat yung buong, yung buong Pinoy pagka ganun talaga yung nangyari.
Yeah.
Kaya tang sambayan ng Pilipino, kaso Entity yung nakapasok eh.
Truly, science. Wala na tayong Pilipino, no? Na mapapanood, natanggal na lahat.
Yun nga eh.
Ay, meron pa! Si Amar, di Filipino.
Amar the F. Tama. Amar the Filipino nga naman nag-iintay, no? Yan natin.
Tama.
Bukas yun, mga seb. Abangan na natin. Maganda din yun. Pero, etong si Wraith King, sinusubukan lang naman nilang bigyan sa ngayon. The first life will be committed. Pero, GPK, he's low on mana. And mukhang yung HP niya paubos na din. Pero, Pak, nang matiwasay.
Yeah. Great pick off for sure. Iniisip ko lang dito if may Deso na yung Beastcoast kasi after that pwede mag-transition sa Roshan eh. I just, if hindi pa available, syempre yung item na yun, sobrang risky nun. Pero kung meron na, why not, diba?
Wala pa.
Okay, yung orb, pwede na.
Budget meal?
Version.
Totoo, budget meal lang, but Puck will be revealing their position. Outsider, can they contest this one? Roshan is low, not enough. Hindi sila aabot doon sa threshold, and that's gonna be Beastcoast controlling this one. Surprisingly, Tish, sila pa talaga yung nag-aano ngayon. Kumbaga sila yung nagmamando sa game natin. Nagiging reactive yung outsider sa ginagawa ng Beastcoast.
Yun din kasi, alam natin si Viper, di ba? He's the type of hero that he just wants to sit in a lane, tapos yung team yung magraragasa sa kanya, di ba? Pero kapag yung sobrang all over the map yung nangyayaring transition, yung gank na ginagawa ng Beastcoast, it's hard for Viper to keep up to the point na maiiwan siya sa isang lane, tapos magagank na lang siya, di ba? Katulad doon nangyari doon sa top lane. They tried to grab si K1, alam na dalawang beses na nang inatempt yan, di nila mapatay ng dalawang beses dahil nga may extra life pa, di ba?
Other than that, kapos pa yung damage nila. Ganda din kasi ng ginagawang counterplay dito. Itong si ES. Diba? Nagbibitaw siya ng Fissure to delay yung gagawin nga ng outsider. And then, one thing led to another. So, shard na agad dito ngayon si Smile.
Tawag dito. Saka yung kasi yung Beastcoast they're on the Radiant side. They picked this Wraith King and Templar Assassin and si Lycan. So that means they have Roshan heroes, diba? So kunyari may Roshan heroes ka, so hindi mo take advantage yung pack na yun. And for sure, you're just gonna get run over dito ng outsiders. So yun nga, nakuha nilang Aegis. I just hope that they could utilize this item. Aegis na nakuha nila, yung extra life since nakitiyan, push out the tower, take over the jungle ng outsiders, diba? Make this map smaller. The outsider team. Kasi may wolf din sila, so they have some scouting, they have long range initiation with Shaker. They just need to play together yung bilang yung mapipick off sila with the Doom and Skyrat Pack, diba? Lakas ng pick off potential ng outsider.
Ayun na nga. And itong si TA, ballsy enough to farm sa triangle ng outsider. Kasi syempre, alam nila na napupushback na nila yung kalaban nila eh. They would most likely go sa may top side kung saan mas safe. Dito sa baba kasi pwedeng-pwede na itong tambayan din ng Beastcoast eh.
Oo. Yeah. Nakita mo ba yung magiging item ni Lycan? Is he gonna go for like the Domi rate pack or mag-aaga ni Wolf Bite by 2?
May nakita ko kanina naka-Vlads na kagad. I think that's Lycan. Pero etong si GPK, pinalamo ng Mortimer's Cases. Naku po, sinalo halos lahat ng dura. Yun naman po ngayong Mystic Flare, hindi gano'n nasulit. And yatap! dito si GPK. Piyak ang bungo. Pero sa may likuran, itong ang CMH sinusubukan kumulit. Silence now for Earthshaker. But, fuck. Kumukulit lang siya dito ngayon. Outsider, di pa sila makabuelo. Hindi pa din makasama si Druid sa kanilang team fight. Given na kulang pa yung ngang items dito sa Bear.
Yeah, it's just not ideal. And even dito kay Doom, yung ultimate niya do. So kailangan sigurong mag-ingat muna ng outsider sa ngayon. Just wait out at least mag-wear off yung Ages of Immortal. At least hindi dalawa buhay ni Smile, di ba? So pwede nilang i-commit yung Viper Strike sa isang hero and yung Doom sa isa. Kasi kapag dalawang hero sinamit, pag isang extra na buhay, ang hirap manalo sa team fight nun. Sayang yung spells mo.
Sayang talaga. Kita mo buhay ng Bear. Ang laki ng bangas just from one hit mula dito nga sa isang K1 Hector Raid King mga Seb. Sino yung magja-gem? Mukhang gusto na mag-gem ng Beastcoast
Naka-smoke ka? Gusto yata nilang lumaban?
Okay. It'll be revealed. Pinaliguan na nga dito ngayon ng Mystic Flare. Si Whisper, nabulungan na siya. He was a bit careless there. Coil, binigay dito ngayon kay DA. But he does have these Ages. Papalag pa rin naman yung buong tropahan. Merong BKB si DM pero di pa siya makapag-drop ng Doom. Ang nawala sa sobrang lakas ng echo dito ni Gojira. But Gojira will be punished right there. Eto naman po ngayon si C-Smile. Nakubit na yung Ages niya dyan. Though, that's gonna be the Viper falling down as well. Eto naman si TA. He'll be punished. 4 heroes dead. To think na 2 beses nilang napatay si TA and yung ngang tropahan ng outsider, onti lang. Actually, si Viper lang yung namatay. That's still okay para sa outsider.
Yeah, that was a really bad positioning from Whisper, diba? Like, nakita mo, nakapaglapag ng vision yung outsider doon before they start the fight. So, they knew exactly yung positioning nung Lycan. And they got the best hero, the hero that doesn't have an extra life. So, 4v5 na agad yung laban. You can expect a follow-up din kay Earthshaker. Kasi nasa kabilang side siya, nasa may punuan siya. And talagang na-caught off guard lang si Lycan dito. I think he should have played a little bit farther or back dito sa side ng outsider instead of that positioning. Or does he want to take the gank? I don't think that's ideal kasi yun nga, wala siyang extra life. Dapat si K1 Hector yung pinronta nila or kung gusto man nilang may mag-tank ng gank, it has to be the Raid King or the TA.
Yapi, sana yung echo pero wala silang follow-up that time And to think na itong ang si TA, the moment na nawalan siya ng positioning doon, wala na. The moment na compromise, ando na yung Bear tsaka itong the rest of outsider to take him down. Pero nag-anyong aso na si Whisper sa may Fissure. Patay muna yata dito ngayon ito si TM at BKB popped out. Lalaban naman ni Eddie Jim. Yun ang Doom, hindi pa na-i-commit. Patay muna siya dyan mga kaibigan. Talaga naman balag-bagang gustong gawin dito ngayon ng Beastcoast. But look at that. Look at that TA. Hindi niya alam saan siya pupunta. Namatay na lang siya dito ngayon. Though, there's 3 heroes just for 1 for Beastcoast. They would take that all day.
Yeah, that was a really great fight. I'm not sure kung ano yung pinaplano ni Doom doon. He was way out of position. Pero at least nakakuha sila ng TA. Wala pa yata BKB yung Templar, ano? Kasi hindi niya natanggal yung silence, saka hindi niya at least nasala yung BKB. So, I mean, yung mistake there ni Skyra. Pero once kapag BKB na siya, I think it's gonna be much easier for Smile to deal damage yun sa TA niya.
Yan, K1. Makakabasag naman sila dito ng Torre. Actually, ganda ng dating dito ng Beastcoast sa ating game number 2. They just need to be, very careful with their positioning kasi nga, once mapahirapan, yun talagang outsider magte-take advantage nun. Though, hindi ko pa nakikita yung Doom.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah. I mean, like that fight for sure, it was kind of awkward kung i-commit niya pa yung Doom kasi mukhang papatay na rin yata siya doon. So I think he just accepted yung fate niya. Pero, yeah, Roshan, I think this is the one thing na hindi afford ibigay ng outsiders sa side ng Beastcoast is, kasi kung makakuha na naman ng Temper Assassin yan, this is gonna be like a smooth sailing outer tower, even high ground for the side of the Radiant.
Ang bilis kasi nilang bumasag with the skeleton, tsaka yung mga wolves. yung skeletons dito nitong si Wraith King. Oh. Giving out vision for his team. DM jumping right in. Doom, binigay na. Para dito ngayon kay TA. And finally, yung hinahanap natin, nabigay din naman. Pero ito ang si Hakoda. Naging ally. Pero that's just gonna be TP out para kay Wraith King. Now, Pak trying to hunt someone down. Ang sakit! Aray! Aray! Kubes! And itong si Pak kumakamot sa hindi makate. While that's gonna be Mitch surviving with the urn. And I really thought he's about to die there.
There was someone tipping inside ng Beastcoast. Did it get cancelled? Or did he cancel it? Hindi ko nakita kung sino yung nagtitipi eh. Pero, ayun.
Hindi ko din napansin. Pero yun nga Roshan. 2 minutes mga sep bago mag-respawn. So for outsider, medyo okay pa rin to since magko-cooldown yung kanilang ulti by then. Yung Doom.
Yeah, for sure. And panigurado, TA needs a BKB or even Lincoln Spear. Parang ang dami nito yung item na kailangan. Tignan natin kung ano yung mas pa-priority. Siguro pag nakuha niya yung Aegis, and then may BKB na. Okay.
BKB na siya eh. Kaso pag naunahan siya ng Doom.
Hindi, talagang na-Doom lang siya kanina, no? Kaya hindi niya na-hit yung BKB niya.
Nabigla lang din. At syempre, yung lead still favoring Beastcoast. Outsiders on the other hand, struggling, pero sinusubukan nila, nakikita naman natin. Smoke by Beastcoast. They know Ramses is right around the corner. Pero TA, si Ismail knows, there's the echo, binigla itong si Ramses and he got no idea what's happening there. That's gonna be 40 seconds out para dito kay Ramses. It's a time now for Beastcoast to get this tier 2 middle tower.
High ground yata, walang glyph yung outsiders.
Walang glyph, pwedeng bumalagbag. Alam yan ng K1, tsaka ni si Smile, pero they will jump right in. Mystic Flare, pero yun ngang Doom.
Wala pa kasing Doom.
Hindi pa nagagamit dahil 13 seconds pa bago ulit maging available. For sure, that's a forced BKB. Pero 53 seconds pa bago nga dito yung Roshan, which will be the decider dito sa ating game.
Yeah, for sure. Lalaban na yung outsiders. Roshan is gonna be up really soon. Wala nang BKBs yung Beastcoast dito. Ito na.
Nice jump. Good coil for these two. Pero
might have been too early though.
Yep, too early dahil wala pa siya mga kakampi. Gojira will be spotted together with this Wraith King. But TA, nahuli nila. He's doomed. No deny, sabi ng buong tropahan. He does have the buyback. The moment mag-respond dito, itong Roshan, talaga namang okay pa rin yung Beastcoast. Ready pa rin sila dyan pero kukuhaan na sila ng outpost.
Yeah. Just hope na yung outsider dito would stick around kasi if they time Roshan, it will be up very very soon. So, nakapaglagay pa siya ng wall. For sure hindi na ispatan yan ng Beastcoast because it was nighttime. Halos kagagabi lang. And this could be in their favor, no?
Yes, pwede. Pwede kasi at least magkakaroon sila ng info. Hindi, nasignalan din yan, no? Nasignalan nila ikan, nakita ata ng wolves niya na naglapag ng ward doon.
Ala, bakit nandun niya? Ba't may LBC niya? Ay, hinulog niya, ano yun? Kaya, the ward na. The
ward na, yeah, Mitch. Ready, pero oh no, Roshan, kinukuha na dito and alam ng Beastcoast kung nasaan si Pak. Okay, na-reveal na yung kanilang gagawin.
Yung ng outsiders, they're gonna be late. It's too late.
It's too late talaga. Si Pak na lang kukulit dyan. Makakita ba tayo ng steal? The next level steal, but the Fisher is there. Pumasok! Naando na nga yung Waning Rift, but alam nila yung mga mangyayari. He can't dagger out. This is a free rush. An outsider. Nako po.
Shaker!
Shaker shard.
Sa kanya binigay yung shard.
Libreng-libre.
Okay.
It's okay. And for Beastcoast, ganda nito.
Yan ba iniisip ko dito? So, now, Beastcoast, 2 of their lineup has 2 lives. So again, yung Doom mo, do you commit it on TA? Kasi syempre, hindi na magpapakita basta-basta sila ikan dito, di ba? I mean, it would be great kung malilikuran nila and mahuli nila si Shaker. It would be also a great Doom target or a Viper strike target. But then again, with an Aegis of Immortal, it's hard to take this fight.
Yes, sir. And ini-easy-easy na lamang dito ng Beastcoast yung pangdurog or pagdurog doon sa racks ng Outsiders. Mid, nakuha na din yun ng melee racks, pati dito sa top. Nabangasan na din ni melee racks. So, it's already a win for Beastcoast. And I like the discipline from the Radiant side.
Yeah, I mean, there isn't much they can do really yung Outsiders dito. Instead na just watch their racks fall. I think another way is maybe make a smoke play, just grab a quick pick off and then run away, pero not entirely committing your doom. You don't wanna, or maybe you can force BKB, yung mga ganong klaseng bagay, just so you can delay a little bit more time for the side of Outsiders. Pero ito na, pareho naka-smoke.
Parehang naka-smoke. Gusto na din lumaban dito ng Beastcoast, pero K1.
Si Viper.
Kita dito ngayon, Viper. Popping off the smoke of these boys. Pero kitang-kita siya, mga kaibigan. Piniliguan na nga siya dito ngayon ng Mortimer's Kisses. That's gonna be K1. Taking him down. A minute down. Etong si Viper na wala na naman na tumigil yung ating nakikita, mga kaibigan. Ito na nga, tumuloy na nga po dito ngayon. That's gonna be a double kill para dito kay Whisper. Pero etong si Brock, kumukulit na lang sa may likod. But K1 getting a double out of that one. Leaving Doom alone sa side ng Outsiders. And that's gonna be Beastcoast with the huge advantage, 10k, and pwede nang tapusin with this Wraith King, EA, and Lycan up sa side ng Beastcoast.
Yeah, no Glyph as well. Even if Lone Druid buybacks this game, I don't know. They still have like 4 lives. Yung dalawang goal dito ng Beastcoast, diba? So it's really hard to kill yung lineup ng Beastcoast dito 6 times.
And there we have it. Ancient will be destroyed. Quickie lang, sabi nga dito ng tropahan ng Beastcoast, mga kaibigan. And grabe yung pinakita nila dito ngayon sa ating game. They had a slow start, pero sobrang ganda ng kanilang transitioning dito sa game.
Yeah, for sure. And nakita naman natin, di ba? Just, you know, the K1 Wraith King. Like, he actually really did a great job laning pace dun sa taas. And gusto ko rin din yung move na ginawa nila. They specifically targeted si Viper just so hindi siya magkaroon ng magandang game. Di ba? He kept getting picked off. And then, sino pa ba? Yung mga silence din kay Ramses was also crucial. Yung pick-off nila, they kept getting si Lone Druid. And we all know na kapag si Lone Druid, napatay mo bago siya mapag-bear form, he's a really squishy hero.
Yup, hindi natin nakita yun ngang Outsider as a unit on that game. Pero let's leave the breaking down to our panelists. Casey and the guys, kamusta kayo dyan?
Yeah, speaking of breaking down, by the way, thank you so much. Grabe, nabubulol ako sa mga pangyayari na nakita ko kanina. Thank you so much, JB and Ate Ishi, for the game number 2. And speaking of Breaking Bad, I think na-break na ng Beastcoast yung stigma na kapag may Viper sa mid, nananalo agad yung Viper. Though, nakita natin, no, at some point, nahihirapan talaga si TA. Pero, dumating na yung punto na nakabawi yung TA. And, again, thoughts on the game number 2?
Sa lane, nakita ko na nag-struggle yung dalawang, or isang core dun sa side ng Outsider. Nag-struggle yung isang core dun sa side ng Beastcoast. For Beastcoast, nag-struggle yung TA. Then sa side ng Outsider, nag-struggle dito si Ramses dahil tatlo yung katapat niya, which is not ideal for Lone Druid given na yung support na kasama niya is di ganun kalakas sa lane up against sa tri-lane, which is yung Skyrat. So natapos yung laning stage kahit paano napaganda for the side of Beastcoast kasi ni-reclaim nila, para sa akin na-reclaim nila yung pinaka-importanting spot ng kanilang jungle, which is yung triangle. Kaya nakita natin nag-completely online dito si TA sa game na to, and parang na-behind dun si GPK, kay TA, dahil syempre, alam na natin, mas mabilis yung farm yung TA compared kay GPK, kay Viper, and di rin na masyado nakakuha maraming kills si GPK. And for Beastcoast, alam nila kung paano nila matapos tong laro na to, just control the map. Ang ganda naman dito, no? Ang
aga na basag ng towers dito, ng Outsiders.
Pero, pag nakita mo dito, ang ganda ng ginagawa dito ni Whisper, hindi niya yung maalaga niya, hindi niya pinang-farm, especially mga wolves niya. Talagang pinang-i-scout niya usually dun sa triangle. Kaya in terms of map control, lumamang talaga dito yung Beastcoast. And first Aegis nakuha nila in terms of map dahil lamang sila dun sa map control. And for Beastcoast, basta nakuha nila dito yung Aegis, madaling execute yung lineup nila.
Tama ka dyan. And speaking of execution, no, na-kontra man yung Templar Assassin, pero at the end, ganun pa rin yung nangyari. Nakita natin mas naglaro as a unit nga dito yung Beastcoast.
Kulang din kasi talaga naging pressure dito ng outsiders. I feel like hindi sila naging ganun. Parang hindi nila inabol si Templar Assassin sa may jungle. Kasi sobrang tagal din. I think 12 minutes, hindi pa level 6 dito yung support ng outsiders. That's why, kasi sobrang inaasahan ko talaga yung tandem na yun. Yung dalawang support plus yung Viper na hahabulin ng nila Templar Assassin eh. Sobrang lakas ng dalawang support nila pero hindi nila ganoon na pull up, and basically siguro dahil nga hindi sila naging ganoon ka-aggressive na gusto nila din supportan si Ramses.
And I think ang isa ko pang gustong itanong sa inyo, sobrang naging effective ba nung inilagay nila si K1 Hector sa kabilang lane?
Sa tingin ko, effective kasi nag-aggressive trialing sila doon sa may top lane para mapahirapan talaga si Ramses. Pero ang ganda kasi ng ginawa ng outsider nung early game, alam nilang aggressive trialing doon sa may top. So para ma-lessen yung pressure ni Ramses doon sa lane na yun, kailangan i-pressure yung TA. And nung na-pressure dito si TA, na-force yung dalawang support na umalis doon sa top lane. Kaya nagkaroon ng somehow space si Ramses. Pero ang naging problema dito for outsiders, ayun nga, after laning stage, na-reclaim dito ng Beastcoast, yung kanilang jungle, yung top jungle tsaka yung triangle nila. And doon na tuloy-tuloy yung farm ni TA. And gusto yung ginawa dito ni TA na hindi siya masyadong naging selfish. Selfish sa item. Bumili agad siya ng shard. And ang ganda ng pagkakabili niya dito ng shard. Yun yung nagpahira for Ramses kasi parang may nakita ko 1 or 2 team fights, di niya naibitaw yung kanyang true form. Then merong shard dito si TA. So ang ganda ng pagkaka-item dito ni Chris Luck sa game na to. Hindi siya nagdeso, given na nagdeso dito si Wraith King. So siya na yung bahala sa damage. Bumili lang siya dito ng dagger, ng Dragonlance, BKB. Okay na yun para matapos yung laro and mag-online dito as soon as possible sa game na to.
Yes, well, a lot has been said dito sa game number 1. Pero syempre, isa lang ang magiging MVP natin. And sino kaya ang MVP natin dito for the game number 2? K1! Still unbeatable ang Wraith King ng Beastcoast. Still 100%. So, walang titibag dito sa hero na to. Talagang masasabi mo talaga na signature hero ng isang K1 Hector. Alam niya kung paano umandar, paano mag-farm sa isang Wraith King. But again, classic Eldota na naman yung makikita natin dito. Balik best of 1 na naman po tayo. And syempre, this is the elimination round. So, talagang extra pressure for both teams. Pero malalaman natin yan kung ano magiging resulta ng ating game number 3 sa pagbabalik ng ating Kuya Nick's coverage ng PGL Arlington. See you around.
Pupuntahan na ako mamaya.
Ang bilis! Ang bilis! Ang bilis mag-install ng G-Fiber!
Get G-Fiber installed in as fast as 24 hours. Home made greater with Globe.
This is Keanu Reeves, and welcome to Rush Lane. Rush Lane is a new intense multiplayer racing game where you can compete against real players to win real money. Set in the towering crime-filled metropolis of Hub City. Here, champions put their life on the line for glory, power, and riches in the ultimate death race, known as the Rush Lane. How does it work? Simple. Pay a small stake to jump into the next race. All the stakes go into the prize pool, so the more players, the more money there is to win. Once enough players join, the race is on. Races last just a couple of minutes and are fully automated. Rush Lane is driven by our unique physics-based randomness engine. Starting positions, track segments, and traps are all randomly generated, and we've tested over 10,000 races to ensure no player has any advantage over another. Cheer on your racer as they scream down the winding city streets and through mysterious alternate worlds filled with dangerous traps and pitfalls. The first player to cross the finish line wins the biggest share of the prize pool. But don't worry, the top few finishes are also in the mix to win. The exact number of winners will change depending on how many players were in the race. The more players, the more winners. Rush Lane is live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so you can jump into the action anytime you want. Good luck out there, racers. Only on Rivalry.com.
Drama? Comedy? Korean? Sci-fi? Thanks, G-Fiber!
Enjoy your favorite apps.
Horror.
Home made greater with Globe.
Ang bilis! Ang bilis ng G-Fiber!
Fast fiber internet now even faster with the new G-Fiber plans. Apply now. Home made greater with Globe.
3, 2, 1.
Pupuntahan na ako mamaya.
Ang bilis! Ang bilis! Ang bilis mag-install ng G-Fiber!
Get G-Fiber installed in as fast as 24 hours. Home made greater with Globe.
This is Keanu Reeves, and welcome to Rush Lane. Rush Lane is a new intense multiplayer racing game where you can compete against real players to win real money. Set in the towering crime-filled metropolis of Hub City. Here, champions put their life on the line for glory, power, and riches in the ultimate death race, known as the Rush Lane. How does it work? Simple. Pay a small stake to jump into the next race. All the stakes go into the prize pool, so the more players, the more money there is to win. Once enough players join, the race is on. Races last just a couple of minutes and are fully automated. Rush Lane is driven by our unique physics-based randomness engine. Starting positions, track segments, and traps are all randomly generated, and we've tested over 10,000 races to ensure no player has any advantage over another. Cheer on your racer as they scream down the winding city streets and through mysterious alternate worlds filled with dangerous traps and pitfalls. The first player to cross the finish line wins the biggest share of the prize pool. But don't worry, the top few finishes are also in the mix to win. The exact number of winners will change depending on how many players were in the race. The more players, the more winners. Rush Lane is live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so you can jump into the action anytime you want. Good luck out there, racers. Only on Rivalry.com.
Comedy? Korean? Sci-fi? Thanks, G-Fiber!
Enjoy your favorite apps.
Horror!
Home made greater with Globe.
Ang bilis! Ang bilis ng G-Fiber!
Fast fiber internet now even faster with the new G-Fiber plans. Apply now. Home made greater with Globe.
3, 2, 1.
on yet another great series dito sa ating PGL Arlington Major Beastcoast versus Outsiders. 1-1 na po yung score natin dito. Balik best of 1 tayo and do or die game for both teams. Pa rin pa makasama nyo na host dito for this series together with my panel on my side still, Dan and Sir Mike. Game number 3. Paano ang gagawin ng dalawang team na to?
I think, sa tingin ko wala namang major adjustment na gawin sa draft. Siguro, ano na lang to, parang agawan ng magiging pick. Especially din sa first. Kung sino yung kukuha ng pack, kung sino yung kukuha ng Stuffer, ng Tiny, something like that. So, ikaw, Sir Mike, sa tingin mo?
Paganda na lang din siguro ng calls. Kasi parang both teams nagkakaroon ng gano'n eh. Mostly sa carry yata, nagkakaroon ng talungan portion. Diba? Kanina, doon nung game number 1, may mga times talaga na nahugulat ako ba't lumalaban si K1 Hector dito sa ganitong teamfight eh. Tapos, end up, namamatay lang din. Ito namang Outsiders, magugulat ka si Ramses, uy, mukhang nalipat kay Ramses yung sumpa ni K1 ng game number 2. Pero tignan natin, sana ngayon mawala na talaga.
Yes.
Carry King na naman.
Naku po, ito carry rating na naman for Beastcoast. Well, it worked out for them nung game number 2, so why not do it again? Hindi naman din nahirapan sobra si K1 Hector dito. But what can you say about still, kinuha pa rin ng Outsiders yung Doom and then Skyrat. I-ban out the Tiny and another ban. Ano kaya yung pwede nila ditong i-ban?
Siyempre, nandun talaga yung flexibility ng Doom eh. Kaya madalas talaga pinipik dito ng Outsiders. Ang napapansin ko lang ngayon is, di ba si Pac, isa sa matataas yung win rate dito sa PGL Arlington Major.
Yes.
Nakikita ko for Pac, pag hindi siya napipik sa first phase, picking, hindi na siya, hindi na siya pinapansin sa second phase ban, sa second phase pick, sa third pick, tsaka dun sa third phase pick, tsaka dun sa third phase ban. So, sino kaya kukuha dito ng Pac kung sakaling interesado dito yung dalawang teams? Siguro,
siguro Outsiders ulit. Kasi ay naman yata talaga yung pinakabalak ng Outsiders nung game number 2. It's just that nagkaroon lang ng TA yung Beastcoast. Kaya sila nag-react dito sa Viper pick and at the same time ES din kasi agad yun eh. Diba? So, Viper is good against those heroes na merong passive. Kita mo naman, there are Echo Slams na hindi ganun kasakit dahil sa Nether Toxin ng Viper.
Tama.
Eh, diba? So, siguro, yun na naisipan ng Outsiders. Late adjustment, tignan natin ngayon kung mangyayari ba ulit for Outsiders. And tingin ko lang din kanina, nahirapan lang talaga si Ramses sa lane. Kung hindi nangyari yun, Outsiders yata yung game na yun.
Mabilis pa naman bumasag ang isang LD kung di siya nahirapan sa early. But again, they have to move on the game number 2 and retrack their playstyle dito sa game number 3. And Outsiders looking for another ban. Ano yung pwede nilang i-ban dito against Wraith King? Kasi kanina, maaga na pick yung Wraith King. Yes, akala natin mabibigyan ng sagot, pero hindi ganun yung nangyari. Dito, paano nila aagapan tong Wraith King?
Sa tingin ko, for Outsiders, possible, pwede nilang gawin yung ginawa dito ng Beastcoast kanina ng game number 2 na sila naman yung mag-build up ng aggressive tri-lane sa simula. Given na Wraith King, as a carry, hindi siya ganun kalakas sa up against aggressive tri-lane. So, tingnan natin kung yun naman yung gagawin dito ng Outsiders. Pero Beastcoast, okay. Terrorblade and Beastmaster yung binaban nila dito. So, talaga nakikita nila dito na magiging role siguro ng Doom is probably support. Pero gusto ko i-ban dito Outsiders na Batrider kasi flexible pick sa side dito ng Beastcoast. And para sa akin, mas consistent na nilalaro ni Whisper yung Batrider kasi parang ang ganda lagi ng item niya. Nagbuboot sa bearing siya, BKB, Dagger, Aether Lens. So, okay. Tinanggal nila TA. I expect for Outsiders na kukuha nila sa third pick pero sila nila nung okay.
Pero maganda rito din kay Whisper, hindi siya yung usual build na nakikita ngayon natin niya sa Batrider, di ba? Na mag-Witch Blade Agrim Shard na sobrang sakit din naman pero nakikita ko, lalong-lalo na sa laban siguro ng OG na sobrang nasasagutan nila yun with a simpleng Manta style lang.
Sasabihin ko pa lang to, I haven't seen Tusker in a while and you've said earlier, kayong dalawa, nag-agree naman kayo doon na baka pwede mag-aggressive tri-lane and nagpop-up agad sa isip ko, Tusker, kasi sobrang lakas ito sa tri-lane. Do you agree with me?
Sa tingin ko pwede. Kasi kumbaga ito yung nagbibigay ng kalakasan sa side ng Outsiders in terms of lane. Skyrat, then Tusker, sobrang lakas yan sa lane. So, tingnan natin kung ano magiging dito. Game plan ng Outsiders. Pero for Beastcoast, pwede sila ditong pumake ng defensive hero for Stinger.
Like
given
what?
na sobrang daming magic sobrang daming early damage dito sa outsiders like Abaddon, ano pa ba? Maybe Shadow Demon. Basta mga defensive support for Stinger or possible for
Oracle.
Oracle, hindi ko masyado nakikita nag-Oracle eh.
Yung Wyvern kaya?
Wyvern, pwede din.
Oo, na-open pala yung Wyvern na. Good point, Sir Mike. Na-open yung Wyvern dito. Haka.
Pwede. Pero, ang problema ko lang with Wyvern is yung Cold Embrace setup for the Mystic Flare. Pero pag meron ka namang Glimmer Cape, okay lang naman. Okay lang. So, tingnan natin. Pwede naman sila dito mag Winter Wyvern kasi pwede siyang pumalag sa aggressive trial given meron siyang Splinter Blast.
May mini combo din kahit paano after ng Winter's Curse, diba? Andyan yung Mortimer's Kisses. And kung trialin naman pag-uusapan mo, kaya niya naman i-backshot talaga yung Phoenix. Yung, hindi si pangalan ng Pokemon na yun.
Si Articuno?
Hindi si Articuno yung kinuha. Si Moltres.
Si Moltres. But itong Phoenix natin, do you think this is a great idea for Beastcoast to get this one? There's Doom, there's a lot of silence for outsiders.
Sa tingin ko, good yung pagka-pick nila ng Phoenix kasi kung team aside ng outsiders, hindi ganun kabilis yung attack speed ng tatlong heroes nila and parang somehow, defensive support na rin si Phoenix given na pag nakuha niya dito yung shard. Kung sino na doon, pwede niyang i-sustain with the Sandray habang naka-supernova. So talagang for outsiders, given na yung draft nila, hindi ganun kabilis bumasag ng egg, then meron pang Sandray heal dun sa supernova, maliit yung chance na makakapatay sila dun sa Doom duration dito.
So, kailangan pa i-targetin ng Doom yung Phoenix. So, sakit sa ulo pa yan.
Hindi, sa tingin ko, kailangan nilang pumik dito ng hero for maybe Ramses or for GPK na may mataas yung attack speed para kahit papano. Ang problema na lang dito ng outsiders is kung paano babasagin yung egg. Yun na lang.
Venom Sir, naku, parang dinanay na rin dito ng Beastcoast yung possibility na magkuha ng mabilis umatake yung side ng outsiders na hero which is yung Ursa din na that can
pero may duda ako yung ipipick kasi ng outsiders yung Ursa given na in terms of matchup with Drake hindi ganun kagana. So I think for outsiders napaka-solid ng dito. Lina, gusto ko ni Lina kasi feel ko baka maban and baka makuha ng Bisco. So goods na yung Lina kasi siya yung babasag ng egg and at the same time kaya niya i-kite si Rating, di ba? Dahil siya, waybill siya ng Silver Edge, ng Scuddy, ano pa ba? Hurricane Pike. Pero
Jagger na tayo. Simpleng ikot-ikot, basag-basag lang ng egg. Diba? Tsaka kaya damage kay na ma-answer.
For lane? Goods yung Juggernaut. Goods yung Juggernaut. Kasi kahit papaano, in terms of lane, diba, mabilis yung movement speed ni Juggernaut, kaya niyang habulin dito si Venomancer, lalo na pag meron siyang Blade Fury, and siya yung babasag ng egg. Kasi syempre, meron siyang Blade Fury. And given na si Ramses, sobrang greedy mag-item, nagmamayda siya, which is additional attack speed yun. So, malaki yung chance na mababasag niya egg. Kung nasa low ground, pero kung nasa high ground, mahirap.
Ayun yata yung hindi ko nakitang item ni Ramses kanina. Di yata siya nag-Midas?
Nag-Midas
din ulit niya pa rin. Nakita ko kasi nag-Gloves of Asia tapos nag-Mass of Madness siya eh.
Usually na nakikita ko na gumagawa nun is PSGL.
Hindi nga. Tama.
So, si Doom.
Si Doom lang.
Parang nakita ko nag-Midas yung Doom. Bakit sasabihan ko pa to? Parang, ayun, siguro biglaan na rin din naging decision ni Ramses. Kasi parang hindi mo naman gagawin yun eh.
Tama nga. Hindi nga siya nag-Midas nung...
Casual Gloves of Peace tapos magmamadness ka.
Meron gumagawa noon si Ami. Every time na
casual pero...
Only Ami can do that.
Pero minamidas or tinitreads niya.
Hindi, casual Gloves of Haste lang yung ginagawa talaga ni Ami. Every time na nanonood ako sa kanya mag-LD. So, ewan ko.
Thank you.
Baka only Ami can do that, pero Juggernaut.
Thank you, Idol.
Thank you, Idol. Yan, medyo nawala yung natin yung ilaw natin. Pero
tama yung sinabi mo kanina.
What's that?
Ban yung pack sa third place.
Okay. So for outsiders, nag-ban sila dito ng Lycan. So yun na-expect nila this is Asna farm mid. For Chris Luck. Okay.
Ginagawa naman ng Beast.
Then, inisip nila yung Veno tsaka yung Phoenix is magiging support.
Pero parang ang hirap nun wala sila masyadong disable.
For Beastcoast, no? Kaya naisip ko parang sobrang solid ng Storm for outsider. Masyadong kulang yung kanilang lockdown. Pero tingnan natin kung mapifix nila dun sa sa last pick.
Void Spirit ban for Beastcoast. So, di nila, parang feeling ko, yung Storm Spirit, tanggap ba nila na last pick ng outsiders dito or may ibang plano yung outsiders?
Tingnan mo, Ember.
for Outsiders.
Outsiders.
Goods din, goods din.
Oo, okay lang din yung Ember sa akin eh. Wala naman na kasi yung pack talaga eh. Pack lang naman problema ng mga spirit sa mid eh.
Sa bagay, good
Mainly.
point.
Pero kung balik tayo sa kanina, Lino.
Open po.
Oo. BKB lang naman kailangan nun. Kaya niya tayo dito yung heroes ng Beastcoast eh. Ang damage lang naman nito would be
Sa ting-
more kisses.
Kaso ang problema with Lee na masyadong magiging greedy in draft nila.
Ayun lang.
Yun ang problema ko.
Kailangan talaga panalo all lanes.
Kasi di naman nila problema dito yung egg given na meron silang Jug tsaka may sustain dun sa overwhelming DPS ng Mortimer Kisses, ng Supernova tsaka ng Poison Nova, which is yung healing ward.
Ooh, sila pa yung nagban ng...
Kailangan di ba yung Lina? Kasi winnable lane for Beastcoast.
Nagkotol, charot. Mukhang ano nan? Ay, hindi eh.
Baka Visage to for Beastcoast. Another off-lane hero na nagtitik ng vision.
Medyo may trauma pa ako dun sa Venomancer. Kanina.
Ay, hindi. Sa tingin ko kasi baka mapilitan nilang gawing support tong etong dito? Si Venomancer. So, ano kaya pwede nilang maging mid for this lock? Maybe kung kanan naman. Pango. Okay.
So,
support lang din sa isang Phoenix,
So, lakas nila sa team fight.
Mid Pango.
Mid Pango.
Support snapper tayo ngayon.
Teka. Kung mid yung snapfire,
10 seconds remaining.
hindi, malabo yung support na Pango. Malabo. So, for outsider, ano yung magigib? Parang, so far, gusto ko ng Storm talaga. Kahit sino makatapat niya, yung Pango or even yung snapfire, free farm siya. And siya yung pinaka mag-i-start ng teamfight para secondary na lang yun, yung mag-i-initiate na si
Invoker. Isa sa mga hero.
Ang dami nagsigawan nung nakakita nila yung last pick Invoker.
Sobrang tagal na
Baka hindi natin nakakalimutan. Huwag natin kakalimutan. Isa yan sa mga gusto ng mga tao na ginagamit talaga ni GPK. With this Invoker, tatanungin ko kayong dalawa, is this gonna be an Exort or Wex?
Quaswex ang ginagamit dito ni GPK pagdating sa Invoker. Tsaka ito rin yung goods against Late King. Para hindi mo problemahin yung ulti niya na may required a lot of mana. At actually, medyo naging bosit ngayon kanina sa game to ng Outsiders yung early rotation ni GPK. Na-bosit lang yun with the level 6 ng Brave King and siya pa yung namatay dun. Hindi mo nagkakamali.
Di ba, pumixel dito ng hero for GPK hindi masyadong greedy. So I think pwede magpaka-greedy or magpaka-greedy in terms of playstyle tong Doom tsaka Juggernaut. And I think kaya i-pull off dito na Outsiders yung kanilang draft given na binigyan nila ng Invoker dito si GPK. So I will go for Outsiders.
Mas bibilis din basag niya, may alakrit din na ngayon kahit wala nang ikot.
So, given na sa mga sinabi nyo, ayan, decision talaga. O di, alam mo na yung sagot ko dyan. Napakagaling talaga ni Direk. Galing talaga. Di ko next time ilagay natin yung pangalan ni Direk dyan, sa gilid, sa tabi ng rival.
Director's prediction.
Director's prediction.
O kaya ilagay mo na lang yung pangalan mo sa ilalim namin. Pero anyway guys, game number 3, ito na ang do or die game ng Outsiders versus Beastcoast. Sino nga ba ang makakasecure ng another slot for the Arlington Major? Dahil pasok naman na sila sa team. Ayan, ibasa na natin sa mga casters natin, JV and Ate Ishi. Good luck for the game number 2.
Ayun na nga, we're now down to our decider match dito sa ating sering ito. Well, grabe yung pinakita nga ng Beastcoast ng Game 2. Nice play. Pero itong Game 3 natin, mga idol, magsisimula na. Ate Ish, isang mabilis. Kanina dito.
Beastcoast.
Yeah. Okay. Ako naman, outsider. Bakit?
Kasi naniniwala ako sa reverse sweep, JB. Yun na lang yun.
Yung
kasi di ba parang medyo naging trend yung reverse sweep recently. So, malay natin mangyari ulit, di ba? Saka, syempre, ayoko tumaya sa Outsiders. Malit yung ads. Doon tayo sa malaki ads.
Dehadista tayo, no? Tama nga naman. Pero, GPK and the guys, hindi pa sila nag-setup ng ward. So, dito na lang nila nilagay.
Oo.
May boto.
Kasi iniisip ko, 1:1 na lang yan Di doon ka na sa malaki-laki yung kikitain mo, di ba?
Tama. May point nga naman si Daisy. Yan yung bettor's mindset. Pero, Stinger, may introhan ba? Napilitan kumuha ng dive, which is not that great in terms of laning. Pero, mas okay nang mag-survive ka doon kaysa mabigay yung first blood sa importanteng hero ng Outsider.
Yun. Ayan. Pero don't get me wrong, I think I like Outsiders draft, ano? I really like the Invoker pick, last pick, pero delikado at si Whisper.
Teka, nilamon niya ng buo yung Blade Fury, sabay shard, binigay. Pero balagbagan ang gustong gawin dito ng Outsider and the Beastcoast. Yamich na biglang liko, maling-mali at Bessie, and that's the first blood brought us by Rivalry. If you guys have any questions, just PM the page. And of course, click the pinned comment. Yan mga 7, nandun yung link natin na rivalry.com/LuponWXC for you guys to register.
Yun. Ayan, may nagpapa-shoutout nga pala, taga Island Arctic, Canada. Ayan, kasi na-mention ko lang kasi alam ko, available din yata yung Rivalry sa Canada. Hindi nga lang siya sa buong Canada, pero there's like certain parts sa Canada na pwede nyong magamit yung Rivalry, ano. PM na kayo sa Q&A page if you guys have any question, and I believe may support din yung Rivalry. Medyo may maintenance lang sila today, pero kapag naging available na yun, guys, that's also a great option para sa mga Canadian viewers natin diyan.
Of course, meron nga daw sabi ni Madam, madami daw nagbe-bet din doon sa Canada. Pero yun nga, greetings, magandang araw sa inyo lahat mga Seb. And going here sa ating third game, Ramses on that Juggernaut. Magiging okay naman siya sa lane kasi nga yung slow dito nitong si Whisper plus the disable of Gojira pwedeng ma-fend off ni Juggernaut basta ma-timingan niya lang ng Blade Fury.
Oo. Di sa ano din to this is gonna be a quite annoying lane para kay Pangular kasi he would kept getting harassed by the cold snap, yung mga EMP, ganyan. Ngayon, alam ko anong klase magiging invoker pa to. But yeah, it's not a happy lane for an Pangular. Though, pag natapos yung laning phase, I don't see a lot of lockdown or pang-hold sa kanya once na makumit yun na yung rolling thunder niya. I mean, of course, pag nadum ka, kalungkutan, pero ganoon talaga, kahit anong hero ka, na kalungkutan pag nakumit sa'yo yung spell na yun.
Malulumbay ka na lang talaga once doomed. Pero for Outsider naman, tignan na lang natin dito yung kanilang power spike. Timing-wise, ang pinaka-inihintay lang nila dito, yung Doom, para lumaban, di ba? Pero kahit wala naman yon, okay lang
Yes. And, I haven't seen it as much kay Ramses, na I feel like yung Juggernaut niya dito, he needs to join early fights, play around his team. Katulad nung ginagawa, let's say, nung mga ibang carry players na not heavily hitting creeps, like early participating fights. Kasi, yung Doom kasi, medyo matagal pa na mag-online, especially yung Blink Dagger, and with the lineup na meron yung Outsider, they only have like a limited amount of damage. Tsaka pag binigay nila sa mixed trick player, and then syempre wombo combo nila, hindi nila napatay yung hero na yon, like yung comeback dito, yung sustain, let's say from like the Phoenix Sunray, and then meron ka pang rating with an extra life, diba? That could be quite problematic.
Yep, problematic indeed. Blade Fury could be enough to take down itong si Gojira, pero good thing, Hakoda na una at wala na nga incoming damage. Ramses will also fall. That's Whisper getting a double. This is how you play off lane.
Grabe. Oo. I mean, kung siguro yung sa game number 1, kung hindi lang sila medyo na-stump doon dahil sa Rubik. Pero yung Rubik niya, di ba, all throughout yung laning phase, ang ganda na pinapakita ng wombo combo ni Gojira sa kani Whisper, di ba?
Sure.
They're really punishing itong lane ni Ramses all throughout the series natin.
On point nga yung galawan, pero their concussive shot will connect towards Whisper. Blade Fury,
si
i-out na nitong si Ramses. Medyo cocky yung pwestuhan niya. He could die another time, and that's gonna be another death for Ramses. He's not feeling well, and Whisper, mga Seb, madadali ba finally ni Hakoda? Yup, but then again, eto na nga si Gojira, ipaghihiganti yung kanyang off lane. That's gonna be double for Gojira. See Smile on the mid lane, might get punished. The tornado could finish him off, and yep, that's gonna be GPK getting the kill on the mid. Nicely done, pero at least yung Beastcoast napakaganda or napaka-smooth ng kanilang off lane.
I mean, at this point, Ramses is just grieving dun sa top lane. You know, he's probably triggered. He's like getting harassed left and right by the Venomards, yung sa caustic kill, everything. Plus may snapfire damage ka pa. Tapos yung support mo, Skyrat, who can only provide like yung slow yung concussive shove, that's it. And then si Juggernaut, sa kanya lahat na ibabaling ng damage and spells dito ng Beastcoast. Kaya siguro na-force siyang gumamit ng Blade Fury. You know, ramdam na ramdam ko yung frustration ni Ramses sa lane na to. Kaya kung bakit kabubuhay lang niya. And tunray niyang kumuha ng kill na doon na medyo imposible.
Yes, sir. Pero sa Koda needs to TP away. Good thing, nakawala siya doon ng matiwasay. Dahil pag nabigyan na naman dito ng another casualty yung Beastcoast on the top lane, sobrang sena dito nitong si Venomancer. Talaga namang maungusan na nila terms of XP yung top lane.
Yes. Kita ulit.
Okay. Maganda yung ginagawa dito ngayon ng Outsiders na pinipressure nila itong mid lane.
kayo.
Pero ito na nga ngayon si Phoenix trying to help out GPK. Napapabak. Pero Sushbuckle medyo makati. GPK naman mananakbo na lamang dyan. Concussive shot towards C-Smile. He does not have the mana. Does not have the skills. There's gonna be the silence pero no follow-up damage. And the Outsider failed to take down someone on this mid. Rolling Thunder. Kinakomit. Relax lang daw. So out na lamang muna. Relax lang.
Yeah, they're heavily focusing on this mid lane, no? Because they know na at some point they will have a hard time punishing si Pangolier. So as much as possible, gusto nilang i-delay yung timing nitong si Smile. Pero great reaction from the side of Beastcoast. You know, at some point, you need to help out yung mid lane mo. Sayang nga, I think na-turn around sana ng Beastcoast yun kung nagkaroon lang ng onti pang mana. Yung Pangolier kasi wala siyang pang mana dun sa Rolling Thunder niya.
Yun. Kapos lang ng bahagya, pwede pa sanang ipalag. Pero gusto ko yung mga nagiging rotations dito ng Outsider. The Whisper will be punished as GPK rotated on the top lane. Hindi natin nakita kung paano nangyari. But it's a good thing na yung top lane gustong pahingahin dito ng Outsider.
Oh, yeah. Siguro kahit ako si Ramses doon, magmamakawa, like, guys, help me out. I'm still your carry in the end of the day, diba? Kasi hindi ka rin makaka-expect ng malaking bagay kay Doom eh. And like what we said, this hero, he likes to find Mardas, AFK, and then once na makuha niya let's say Blink or BKB niya, bago pa siya natin makita mag-online, diba? So, kapag natalo yung, or like masyadong passive, yung naging side lanes dito ng Outsiders, it's going to be hard. There's like huge team fight na pwede silang ma-overwhelm dito. Phoenix Egg, Angerlil Ultimate, tas meron ka pang Venomancer Poison, diba? That's really annoying.
Come to think of it, dalawa yung magiging ano nyo dyan. Dalawa yung magiging farmer nyo sa side lanes. Tornado, tumama. Yun nga pong Sunray. Nagiging enough ba? Hindi nga enough dahil merong earn pang binigay dito ngayon itong si GPK, itong si Yamish, paharangan na ng tuluyan, dadaanan itong si Phoenix. It's a good thing. He does have that dive, but then again, itong si Ramses will fall on the top. Very uncharacteristic and hindi niya gustong ganun yung nangyayari sa lane niya.
Yeah. I mean, at least siguro sa Outsider dito, you know, sasabihin nilang, yo bro, we're winning mid, we're dominating mid, you know, just relax, just jungle. It is what it is.
Possibly,
we can't do much, pero mukhang eto na yata.
Talaga siya. Inis na dito ngayon si Juggernaut. Kitang-kita natin, pero teka lang, Whisper.
Ganda nung
positioning. Ganda ng pwesto niya doon. Hindi pa siya nare-reveal, mga Seb, though. Wala nang way para masulit ng Outsider yung position nila. That's a very, very bad rotation from GPK. Grabe yung vision game dito ng Beastcoast, mga Seb.
Yeah. And I think yung... Grabe naman si Smile, napakalayo umikot.
Oh, grabe. Sulit pa rin dahil may Mortimer's kesa sa Asi pa. Snowball, ginamit na. Pero, matatamaan lang naman dito ngayon itong si Smile. And Yamish will also fall. He just delayed the inevitable. And Ramses might also be taken out. And that's another one para kay Whisper. Side lanes, hindi ganun kasulit. And Outsiders, my God, they are in trouble.
So, I feel bad para sa side ng Outsider. I don't know if that was like spotted yung smoke nila or just a really unfortunate play or yung pangyayari doon. Kasi salisi talaga eh, JB. Nagkasalisihan lang doon sa taas kanina.
Medyo bad lang yung timing. When custom shot into the tornado. Pwedeng mabigyan dito ngayon itong Snapfire. Good thing, Outsider was able to get that kill at least. Pero Tiish, as you've said, nagkasalisihan lang. Ibig sabihin, kailangan lang talagang mauna ng Outsider sa laban. Kumbaga makabawas agad sila.
Yeah, and that was just like unfortunate, or like you have to maybe give credit kay Whisper for maybe positioning himself really well, or na-anticipate niya na missing yung hero sa mapa, so I need to play safely. Saka the power of Venom Wards, you know, you have a pre-vision that you could easily place, and then yun nga, na breaking smoke, so nakita niya yung galawan doon ng Outsider. Kasi kung let's say nag-greedy si Whisper dito sa Venomancer niya and he just kept playing very greedy and ballsy dito sa top lane, he would have died. And then Ramses would have been an easier lane, and then they would just like keep going dun sa rotation nila, di ba?
True. Snowball did not land kay Gojira. Okay. Venomous Gale committed pero wala din naman tinamaan. So for Outsider, ipoposition muna nila yung mga sarili nila sa better area while itong si Ramses sinusubukan na kumuha ng espasyo sa may baba. Now, masasabi natin na masyado pang maaga para i-judge masyado itong si Ramses. It's 10 minutes in. Kumbaga, tignan muna natin kung paano siya makakabuelo this game.
But like si Whisper dito, he's just making Ramses live ay leaving hell. Look at this guy. Okay, si Ramses nag-rotate sa bottom, dito din ako pupunta.
Oh no, he's just forced to Blade Fury TP out. Lalakad siya ngayon sa may lane, meaning to say, Whisper will be controlling this bot. Yung ngang Torre, hindi pa ganun ka bawas. And yung catapult, hindi man lang nasulit dito ng Outsiders. 10 minutes in sa bottom lane.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You just gotta be patient. Yung outsider ito, like just like any other game, diba? They're the very timing based. Holy shit, Hakoda.
Teka lang, medyo masama yan. He's sleeping away, pero naubos buhay niya dun sa Swashbuckle, and that's gonna be Stinger securing the kill. Teka, si Smile.
Yung mid lane yata.
Sa Gedli. Teka, GPK. Kita ba siya dyan? Wala silang vision, pero alam dito ng Outsider na marami yung tao dito sa may baba. And itong si Doom, sumushove na lang sa may mid. There's gonna be the cold snap into the punch plus the EMP, but no way to contest this egg. Wala pang bumabasag dyan. Tornado tumama sa dalawa. Yamage nyo, nakapag-snowball, patakas pa. Pero si Smile might be able to reach this guy. He got broken! And itong si Yamage, napatay pa ni Gojira. With that, snap fires, scatter blast, DMTP in away. Cookie will be out. Rolling Thunder! No! 2 ults committed for that attempt. Okay pa rin, diba? Kasi at least push back naman yung Outsider, pero for DM, it's a good thing.
Outsiders, they can take a fight. Walang dalawang spell. Big spell yung tatlo actually plus Phoenix Egg pa, diba? Since na-commit nila kaya, they can take a fight. But I just don't know how. Kasi yung initiation nila is not the best. They could maybe start it off with some cold snap or like yung snowball ni Car, pero it's not the easiest.
Yes, sir. Pero Tish, kilala natin si K1 Hector sa mamaw na pagpa-farm, and he's doing it once again. 12 minutes in, sitting at top of the net worth with 7K. And he's not yet stopping. Talagang dire-diretso lang siya.
Oo. Yan, saka ano din eh. Ramses, may iwat. He should be fine.
Okay. Kasi ba't naman siya ng bagya. But then again, needs to be very careful.
Oo. Ang dami niyang nakukumit na resources eh. Just like always, Blade Fury TPing out. Diba? Patikot-tikot, catching them.
Yun na nga, pero teka. Maganda ba pwestuhan dito ni Tropa? Si Smile nasa may taas, Swashbuckle pababa. Surprise, surprise! Snowball. Tama kay si Smile, makakatalon with that Thunderstory, but Yamech will die here. Most likely, that's Gojira. Securing that one, Rolling Thunder committed. He wants Sakoda. He wants this Skyrat Mage na makakatakas lang naman, mga kaibigan. Oh, umabot ng bagya. Silence para kay Raid King. Sakoda, tatalunan, dadaganan. Itong si GPK, walang magawa dyan. Cookie, papasok. Pero wala na pong iba pang mangyayari. Tornado on the neck. That's gonna be GPK off the mark, and the tower to be destroyed by Beastcoast. Grabe balagbag dito yung SA team, mga kaibigan.
Yeah. They just have to wait. You have to wait with the Doom Blink Dagger or Initiation if they want to start the fight. Kasi nakita mo, di ba, they wanna try. They wanna try to look for a kill. May burst damage naman sila. They have tag team, Mystic Flare, they have the Invoker with the Vessel na rin. But they can't. The initiation is just not there. Like, lagi din group together. Itong Beastcoast, so it's hard to take the fight. Makakita kang isa, nakita mo nandun na agad si Pangolier Phoenix. And it's hard to take team fight sa ngayon for this dire side.
Yes, they badly need some items. Spirit Vessel naman na si si Invoker. Si Doom. Ako po magiging target siya ni K1. Okay, Mitch. With the vision played out there. Ganda na nakikita dito ngayon ng outsider. He could start off a fight, pero A1's just being the bait. Si Smile right around the corner. Whisper, uma-approach na dito sa may area nila. Pero si Smile, alam ba niyang nandun? Etong si Tusk, there's gonna be the courier taken out. DMB, KBTP away. He'll be able to do so. Kinuha lang yung courier. Alright.
Nag-BKBTP out yun, ano? So again, just the initiation. Ito yung malaking problema ng outsider. How are they going to start the fight? Just how? That's a big question mark. You wanna go on Wraith King, since lagi siya nagpapakita, Pangolier, I think is the best target. Same goes with Venomancer, if you could cast your Doom on those heroes. But, yeah. I don't know. It's a really tough game, plus napakomit pa ng BKB yung Doom sa panigurado. They're not gonna look to fight.
Dito sa Roshan, no? Kumbaga, suicide yung gagawin nila. Juggernauts already have that Midas, so slowly catching up dito sa ating net worth ladder. Maelstrom na din siya, which is another farming tool. Mas ma-item pag ma-farm mo dyan. Medyo may katagalan yung pagkuha dito sa Roshan na itong Beastcoast compared nun sa game number 2. Pero still, gets the job done. And ito namang si Smile yung kokolekta doon sa Aegis.
Yeah, and Wraith King, he loves when his teammate gets his BKB. And you're on the Radiant side, Aegis. And you're on the Radiant side. Diba? You're taking advantage of those kind of packs. Maganda pa to pag nakakuha sila ng tier 2. Isipin mo, kung masecure nila yung tier 2 tower sa taas, tapos ang trade lang na pwedeng makuha dito ng outsider is the tier 1 tower. Damn. That's a really sad play. Na pwede na walang choice walang choice yung outsider dito kundi take those kind of trades.
Totoo, wala na talaga kumbaga yun na yun. Let's just have this Juggernaut farm up to the point na pwede na tayong sumabay. Those Snapfire about to reach his Aghanims later on. No? Ayan yung kanyang next na queue after nung 4 staff.
Pero ganun talaga, double Midas din yung outsiders. 2K net worth lead, that's just kind of mostly yung Doom net worth. Pero kasi kung titignan mo yung okay na yan, that should at least be like around 5K kundi lang dahil dun sa Doom.
Ayun na nga. Tignan natin K1 have that Deso going for the BKB naman dito ngayon to si GPK. BKB si si Wraith King at mukhang 1 item na lang siya. 1 item na lang kulang. Tamang sapak. Pinaliguan na nga dito ngayon na Meatball sabay Mystic Flare. Just so they could take down the first life of Wraith King. Nasagasaan pa itong si Juggernaut. Tornado right there. Napag-egg. Mga Sebo lang umihit dyan. Nakapag-Omni-Slash naman. Pero mostly sa creeps tumama. And Rams is about to die. Nadali pa siya dito. Nitong si C-Smile. Tamang ngiti. Sabay escape. And that's gonna be DM going to the backlines. Doom now for Venomancer. C-Smile di pa napatay. Ito nga si Venomancer. Pwede pang makatakbo. Naku po. DM mo mahabol dito ngayon. He does have the dagger any moment now. But then again, the Doom will expire soon. Pero he won't be able to escape. That's a dead man, leaving Pangolier alone. Outsider, good defense right there. At itong si Juggernaut lang naman yung naging cost noong pagkakadepensa nilang yun.
My question is, like, Wraith King, yung second life niya, hindi niya I think, naubusan yata siya ng mana doon, if I remember correctly. That's why hindi siya nag-proc yung second life niya. Ito yung replay. Tingnan natin. Hindi rin ako 100% sure
Hindi ko din alam. Ang ine-expect ko nga mabubuhay pa
Ayun, naubusan na mana. Ayun wala siyang mana.
Okay, 22 na lang, no?
He had stick, but I think he was stunned. A quick second, kaya naka-cold snap yata siya. Kaya hindi rin niya na-pop yung ultimate, hindi nag-pop yung ultimate niya.
Ang ganda din ang ginawa ng outsider na finokus talaga nila yung egg. iniwan muna nila yung ibang heroes. They focused on the egg bago sila talaga nag-transition to other one. DM, nakamarka lang siya dito kay Venom. All
Saka ano
this
din,
time.
isa pa, JB, I think that was a really ballsy placement no Phoenix Egg sa teamfight na yon. Kasi, I like the idea kasi wala nang Blade Fury si Juggernaut. It's very risky for him to take yung, let's say, right-click yung egg. But then you place it in the middle of what? Invoker and then Doom. O syempre, makakahit yung dalawang hero na yun, di ba?
And yun nga, inabot din talaga itong si Phoenix.
Pero wala nang Doom. They'll try again. Tsaka may ages pa kasi si Pangolier. Meron pang reincarnation si Wraith King.
Yup, hindi pa natin nakita yun in action earlier. Pero dire-diretso lang pababasag dito ngayon yung Beastcoast. Now, Wraith King about to pick up his BKB. Ayun nga yung kanina din yung plano. Which is ito na, may BKB na siya.
Endgame na, no?
And pang endgame na talaga to. While ito naman si Ramses, missplit na lang siya dito. Trying to stretch the game to the point na magkakaroon na siya ng item para mas makasabay na siya dito sa ating game. And he does have this Omni-Slash once again.
Yes. Like ano nga usually nga talagang Blink Dagger yung gusto mong iteman sa Wraith King just so you can easily initiate, close that gap, initiate with your stun, diba? Another initiation ka rin since kahit na-carry ka. Pero 30 seconds with Smile.
Si Smile mga Seb. Pushing the lanes, Tornado missing, a mesh coming from behind. Pero yun nga, si Pangolier, sinusubukan pumunta sa likod, pero itong si K1 nabigyan na nga ng vessel, pero yun na nga yung itlog, walang umhit dyan ngayon, pero itong si Ramses, finally marking the egg, that's gonna be K1 taken out for their first life. Though, eto pong si Pango, naandun, pero look at that, Juggernaut failing to pop his ulti, and that's gonna be DM taken out as well. Oh no, 4 heroes down without the buyback, this could be it. Beastcoast could take this game, leaving GPK alone, and tamang kaway si C-Smile, appear lang naman ang ginawa ni GPK, but can they defend it? This is the
30
question.
seconds, Dire still has a Glip of Fortification, so maybe they can delay.
Pwede.
May Tornado pa naman si Invoker, ENP, so I guess, yeah,
Alright.
di na nila i-risk. You know,
BC needs
your
to respect.
chance. Elimination to, no need to be greedy. Ayan.
Grabe naman yung laban mga Seb. Napakainit, and yung outsider, kitang-kita natin that they're trying really hard para lang naman talaga masabayan yung aggression na pinapakita dito ng Beastcoast. It's just that na yung damage, it's either kapos, pag ibabato nila dito kay Wraith King, or sobrang laki ng damage na natatanggap ni Jug.
The main issue, JB, dun sa last couple of fights is Beastcoast has an Aegis of Immortal. So now,
Yun din.
alam mo na yung Wraith King, may 2 buhay, plus may BKB na siya, so 100% mapapop niya yung ultimate niya, di ba? And then si Pangolier pa na may extra life. I think that part right there, what made like team fighting really hard sa side ng outsider. Kasi isipin mo kung walang Aegis of Immortal yun, di ba? May isang Doom target ka, so let's say mapatay mo si Venomancer, really great, hindi magiging ganong kaballs yung ibang heroes dito ng Beastcoast. But yeah, their timing, they missed it by a lot of minutes.
By a huge margin. And ito nga pong Beastcoast shoving up this bottom lane, trying to clear everything, even the outer towers. Ayaw na nilang meron pang nakikita dito sa baba. Linisin na natin to.
I don't know, ang hirap. Kasi, parang nakita ko na na kapag naging successful yung pag-wrap around na dun sa likod ng Beastcoast or like hindi na-utilize yung Aegis of Immortal, diba? I think that would have been the play. That would have been the play of their comeback. Pero since hindi nangyari yun, yeah.
Ayun lang, hindi talaga nangyari. Yung masama. Pero Ramses, spotted siya dyan sa may Gedli. Ang item ni Ramses ay Maelstrom lang, tsaka Midas. Tama ba? Maraming nakita. Mjolnir naman.
Yes.
Mjolnir. Okay. Straight from Mjolnir. Going for the BKB. Not the item na papasok sa isip mo kapag ka mag-juggernaut ka kagad. Pero you want that extra spell immunity going to fight itong Beastcoast, no?
I don't know what can they do. I think in Beastcoast, they want to play this safely. Maybe wait for the next Ocean bago nila siguro tapusin yung laban. Beastcoast, yung outsider, ang tanong is, do they wanna contest Roshan or do they just wanna play doon sa high ground nila? Kasi either way, ang lakas ng team fight ng Beastcoast eh.
Totoo yan.
It's hard to take the Roshan fight, diba? And at the same time, ayaw mo na ibigay yung Aegis dito sa Beastcoast. So,
kailangan pumitas ng outsider. Yun lang talaga yung pinaka-way nila eh. Makapita sila ng matiwasay, take down at least 2 important heroes sa side ng Beastcoast. Kasi pagka na-outnumber na nila yung Beastcoast, mas may fighting chance na yung outsider.
How do you get that great initiation? And you can't expect a lot from your invoker as well. Kasi even if may madum, sila na hero, like the damage is not instant.
Oo.
Diba? Like ang tagal din nung habol nila.
Very intriguing game. Actually, di ko alam paano babawi pa dito ngayon yung outsider. As of the moment, Beastcoast na talaga yung nasa driver's seat. They might catch TM off guard. BKB will be used so we can TP out. Yun naman yung problema din ng Beastcoast. Sa ngayon, wala silang pamigil sa mga naka-BKB TP. Pero yun nga, wala nun, easy pick off tulad nitong CMH.
Parang yun na lang din naiisip ko eh. Just try to catch Beastcoast like, na hindi sila sama-sama. Kasi ang hirap talaga makipag-teamfight, JB. I just don't see them winning it. Even sa Snapfire, kita mo naman yung iteman dito eh. Pag nagka-shard pa yan, talaga mapipin down yung Juggernaut or any heroes dito ng outsider.
Yes, sir. Now, 25 minutes in, at 20-11 yung ating scoreline. Talagang napaka-aktibo nitong dalawang to sa laban. And the Juggernaut about to get kanyang item na BKB. Just medyo malapit na.
Nasa kanila ba? Ay, wala pa pala. 30 seconds pa pala yung Aegis. That's why nothing is happening dito sa game natin. I think yung outsiders, they're not even looking to fight. Honestly, they're not even trying to check, position themselves, place ward sa may Roshan pit, diba?
Yes, sir. Pero right now, yun yung Beastcoast. Nagpe-prepare sila dito sa may bottom. They wanna get that one. Pero doon binigay para dito kay kuya mo, Pango, C-Smile. That's gonna be a great pick-off by outsider. Sakto pass po na si Roshan, but the thing is, wala pong info yung outsider kung dito nga ba si Rosh.
Yeah, I mean, even without the Pango here, I think they can take Roshan. It's just, the question is outsider going to fight outside their base? I think that's the big question mark.
Yun na nga, mukhang malabo din kasi Tish, knowing na pushed back din sila, nakashow lahat ng lanes dito ng
wala din palang Doom.
outsider. Wala ding Doom, yes. So, pretty hard choice for outsider, pero mas mukhang pa-prioritize nila yung pagdadef.
Oh!
It's gonna be late.
Are they gonna make it? Oh, no.
It's too late for them, mga Seb. Sobrang bagal ng timing dito ng outsider. Hindi sila handa sa ganito kabilis na pacing nitong Beastcoast.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Grabe manggulat.
It's hard. That's a raid king with the Detso. Diba? Paano mo ano yun?
Classic.
Boy na rin si si Pangolier. Walang may link yun, sa side ng Beastcoast?
Meron si Pango. Kakalinkin niya.
Okay.
Si Pango lang. Pero, kung iisipin natin, yun ngang si Pango na buhay na yun, Doom wala pa rin. 1 minuto pa.
Pero refresher Doom, JB. Refresher Doom. This could be big. This could be like unexpected for the side of Beastcoast. You know, if they can Doom, maybe si Pangolier and si Venomancer. I think that would be a perfect scenario for them. Pero kung ito pa gusto agad yung buhay.
Pero Lincoln, nagamit. And there's gonna be Mystic Flare. Just zone them out. Yun ang ayon sa pack. Mga kaibigan, naligo muna dito ngayon ito si tropa nating Yamesh from the Mortimer's Kisses. K1 could die. Ito na nga po. Yung refresher, ginamit. May Doom na ulit siya. Pero di pa natin nakikita kung kanino nga ba ibibigay. Well, look at that Juggernaut. Hindi man lang nakapag-ulti. Hindi man lang natin nasaksihan yung Omni nitong si Ramses. He does not have the buyback as well. This could be big for the side of Beastcoast. They can end it, and the GG will be called. Just like that. Good luck next. Sabi dito ng outsider, and Beastcoast continues their lower bracket run. Very beautiful.
Very, very. So, sabi sa'yo, JB, the reverse sweep meta. It's been ongoing dito sa tournament natin, ano. But I think they played really well yung strat nila. You know, they have, as long as nakita natin, napipiliin ng outsiders yung Doom, we're going to keep picking this Wraith King. And both games, this Wraith King looks unstoppable. And then I also love the Pangolier pick. I mean, yeah, they tried their best na puguin si Smile doon sa kanyang hero sa gitna, but doesn't matter. In the end of the day, there's a team fight, makakapag-Rolling Thunder at makakapag-Rolling Thunder yung hero na yon. And then si Doom, even though he had a decent laning phase, yeah, you're rich, but your item doesn't like scale until makuha mo yung second and third item mo, yung BKB or yung Blink Dagger mo. Whereas si Ramses, he's hella poor, he's crying, he's grieving doon sa top lane.
Ilang beses siyang namatay mag-isa doon, which is uncalled for. So tignan natin ano nga ba masasabi ng ating panelist sa nangyaring yon sa Outsider.
Thank you so much, JB and Ate Ishi, for that game number 3. And sabi nga ni Ate Ishi, reverse sweep meta is ongoing dito sa Arlington Major. Marami tayong na-witness. But yeah, Beastcoast will continue their journey dito sa ating lower bracket. They will have to face OG for the next round, which is a big team. Isa sa mga big team to be expected ng mga tao dito. And then, again, Beastcoast, actually, honestly, I did not expect na sobrang magiging ganito yung performance ng Beastcoast. And care to explain what happened?
Tingin ko sobrang nasolusyonan talaga nila dito yung lane ni Ramses, wherein na-outlane nila yung mismong player. Hindi na talaga sa hero din eh. Sa mismong playstyle na nagkalamang doon sa may top, kita mo sobrang pinugo nila dito si Ramses. And Ramses, yung sumpa nung game nung game 2, di na talaga naalis sa kanya.
Oo, sabi nga ni Ate Ishi, nag-grief talaga ng malala si Ramses dun sa lane niya.
Pero yung Beastcoast dito, parang may bago na ako nickname sa kanila. The one who loses game 1, but wins the game.
Wins the series?
Wins the series pala. Oo. Lagi sila, tignan mo, yung mga matches nila, lagi silang tatalo ng game 1, pero then, reverse sweep yung nangyari dito sa series natin. And, naku, sinubukan naman buhatin nila GPK eh.
Pero hindi sapat. Yun nangyari. Para dun sa game number 3 for Outsiders.
Like dun sa game number 1, nakita ko na usually ganun naman talaga yung starting item ni Ramses on his Juggernaut. Bibili siya ng Blades of Attack, dalawang Iron Branch, di siya bibili ng Tango and Sal, pero na-punish heavily ng Beastcoast yung early items dito ni Juggernaut, kaya nakita natin nagsuffer siya sa lane. And given yung position 5 niya, hindi naman sustain yung binibigay sa lane, which is Skyra, talagang nahirapan siya dun sa may top lane to the point na ang laki ng gap ng network ni K1 Hector dito kay Ramses. And mid-game, sabihin natin nakahabol kahit papaano si Ramses, yung Doom mayaman, si GPK kahit papaano nakabawi din sa farm given na nagmayda siya, pero too much to handle.
And South America on their backs. Arlington, make some noise for Beastcoast, please.
Oh my God, Beastcoast with a victory.
Now I want to start by asking, every kill, every tower you guys take down, this crowd is behind you. Does it make a difference? Can you feel it?
Como cada kill que tiveram, a audiencia estaba por trás de vocês, como alentando. ¿Cómo te sientes con la energía del público?
Me siento muy bien, así que cuando el público grita algo del equipo, ya sea la jugada o las teamfights, da una emoción plus para nosotros seguir jugando, y esta victoria se les agradece al público, o es para ellos.
He said that he can feel the audience. It helps in every team fight, and this victory is for the audience, for them. He thanks so much.
Wow, he did it for you guys out there. That's what we're talking about. Now, group stage was incredibly tough for you guys, right? Then you come through, you're in the lower bracket, you take down Fnatic, you take down Outsiders. Do you think you can go further than you went in Stockholm?
Te dijo que los group stage fue un poco difícil para vosotros, pero ahora como derrotar a Fnatic y Outsiders, si crees que pueden ir más lejos que Estocolmo, que el ser Estocolmo.
No creo que es así difícil, lo que pasa es que nosotros hemos venido a jugar, a divertirnos, pero a veces nosotros al momento pensamos, no pensamos tanto en el grupo y decimos, vamos a comprar algo de shopping, algo así, ¿no? Y perdemos.
He said he don't believe it was too hard, but they don't get it too serious, so now they, como que agora podem mais, que hacer otras cosas, ¿no? Okay, so, but they did another thing, but now they go for it. They go for it.
They go for it. That's what we want to see for sure. And I got to ask, right, you know you had the South American fans with you, but for the North American fans, you got some words for them?
Si tienes algo a decir para tus nuevos fans ahora de Norteamérica.
Siento que es la primera vez que hay más, ¿cómo se llama?, apoyo de los fans. Siento que me gusta este país, este lugar. También como ya probé la carne, no sé de qué es, pero me encanta este lugar, Texas. Me encantaría volver otra vez.
He's very excited with his audience here in North America. He's very happy with it. And it's the first time he have it, so it's very nice. He hopes to have it again.
Oh, I'm sure this crowd will have Beastcoast back. Am I right? Now tomorrow you will face off against OG.
I think madami nga nang napahanga yung Beastcoast. Every time naman na mag-run sila ng ganito, no? And indeed, yung nangyari sa Stockholm for Beastcoast, they defeated a lot of CIS teams. Isa na doon, dumagdag ang Outsiders. Oh, so basically, lahat ng malalakas, natalo na nila sa CIS region. So, I think Beastcoast. Sino pa?
Pero, ang nangyari dun sa ESL 1 Stockholm, ang nagpalaglag sa kanila sa tournament, Western Europe team. Gleaming Gladiators ang nagpalaglag sa kanila.
And their next opponent is OG. So, malalaman natin yan kung ano magiging resulta.
O kung magiging totoo ba talaga yung history repeats itself for Beastcoast or mabibreak nila yung tradition kahit papaano. Pero ang ganda talaga naging performance nila dito ng Game 3. Sipin mo, 3 Mahidas doon sa 3 or ng Outsiders. So, alam na ng Beastcoast
kung ano nila.
Tapusin natin na maaga. Tinapos na agad na maaga. Yun lang ang pinaka-best explanation na naman dun sa game
bilis
naman.
ng Deso eh.
Napakabilis.
14 minutes. Deso, armlet. Hindi lang yun. May face boots pa.
Tignan mo, check mo yung bulsa nun. May sariling jungle yun.
Kakaiba talaga mag-farm si... I think isa yan sa pinag-aralan ko. Kasi nagtaka din ako eh. And ang ginagawa talaga nila is, ang galing ni K1 Hector gumamit ng mga skeletons na kung paano niya iikot sa neutrals. Kung mapapanood niyo yung replays, nung unang-una niyang Wraith King kasi uso nun yung Wraith King, di ba? Siya yung pinaka mabilis, TI9.
TI9.
So, indeed, Beastcoast magkukontinue sa journey ng Arlington Major, and fortunately for Outsiders, they are out of the tournament. And for Beastcoast, they have secured the 5th and 6th spot dito sa Arlington Major. Pero hindi pa tapos ang laban ng Beastcoast, and hindi pa tapos yung series natin dito. We have our last series, pero bago ang lahat, match MVP.
Iwan. Sino ba? Ay, oo. Sobrang yaman ng snapper niya. Position bar may agad ng scepter. Nagulat ako din na niya yung binamansad doon sa dumi.
Kung paano nila laruin yung top lane, talagang na-punish sila. And Kumbaga nakita nila na sa top lane sobrang greedy ng item dito ng Juggernaut. Kaya talagang try nilang harasin lang ng harasin sa lane. Given na sobrrang sakit ng Scatter Blast, ng Cookie, tsaka yung damage ni Venomancer. So, masasabi ko na hindi lang si Scofield yung naging MVP. Parang ganda rin si Whisper. Hindi, parang si Whisper din. Pero masasabi mo dahil kung paano na shutdown dito sa Ramsey sa game natin.
Yung key item, Bracer.
Bracer, oh.
Bracer is the key.
Grabe yung Bracer ni Venomancer doon sa, sa lane.
Si Snapper din meron.
Meron din ba siya?
May Bracer
din siya. Paras pala na may Bracer din.
Bracer is the name of the game sa game number 3. And convincing naman eh. Yung naging run dito ng Beastcoast. Ito yung nakakatakot na Beastcoast. No?
Literal na Beast.
The underdog teams.
Talagang Beast.
The new era.
Siguro kung matalo nila OG, may masasabi kong kaya nilang maging champion. Pero
LGD.
May duda pa rin ako, may duda pa rin.
Hindi mo kumano hanggat hindi nakakapanalo ng Chinese team eh.
Ay, sa bagay.
Chinese team eh.
That's gonna be our last series. Speaking of Chinese team, this is gonna be Team Aster versus Entity.
Ay, hindi ba boom?
Teka lang, easy ka lang.
Boom
Tapos
sana
na.
Easy ka lang, masakit. Masakit pa rin.
Tapos na. So, ang last series natin would be Entity and Aster. And actually, nakita na natin, na-witness na natin yung kung paano maglaro, kung paano kabaliw maglaro yung Entity dito sa Arlington Major. And do you think Entity got what it takes to beat Team Aster?
Sa tingin ko kaya. I think madadala sila dun sa momentum na nakakuha nila dun sa first series na kapagin sa boom. And kung titingnan mo yung mga Chinese teams dito sa ating Arlington Major, I think pinaka-easy na mapakalaban dito ng Entity or talagang kaya nila matalo is Aster.
Okay. You, Sir Mike.
Gawin nila, siguro, di ba nakikita naman natin, merong teams na pag nakakalaban OG, binaban lahat ng hero na ATF. Siguro, bandan nila lahat ng offlane heroes dito para wala magamit sa Saberlight eh.
Sabi nga ni Saberlight kanina, ano ba kayo guys? Iba nyo lang yung offlane. Wala naman ako yung pangalam laruin ko di offlane eh.
Totoo naman. Pero,
tingnan natin paano
nauutakan pa
mag-adjust.
rin eh.
Still, nakakagawa pa rin ng paraan yung entity. Pero again, maraming salamat sa mga panelists ko dito sa ating series. Sir Mike, thank you. Dan, thank you so much. Ayan. And I think for now, grabe naman. Huwag niyo naman ng show. Umaga. Good morning, guys. Ayan, mag-almusal na po kayo dahil may last series pa tayo. And yes, and last but not the least series, guys, we're gonna take a short break, and right after the short break, let's proceed na sa ating last series, Entity versus Team Aster. We will be right back.
Dan, pupuntahan na ako mamaya.
Ang bilis! Ang bilis! Ang bilis mag-install ng G-Fiber!
Get G-Fiber installed in as fast as 24 hours. Home made greater with Globe.
This is Keanu Reeves, and welcome to Rush Lane. Rush Lane is a new intense multiplayer racing game where you can compete against real players to win real money. Set in the towering crime-filled metropolis of Hub City. Here, champions put their life on the line for glory, power, and riches in the ultimate death race, known as the Rush Lane. How does it work? Simple. Pay a small stake to jump into the next race. All the stakes go into the prize pool, so the more players, the more money there is to win. Once enough players join, the race is on. Races last just a couple of minutes and are fully automated. Rush Lane is driven by our unique physics-based randomness engine. Starting positions, track segments, and traps are all randomly generated, and we've tested over 10,000 races to ensure no player has any advantage over another. Cheer on your racer as they scream down the winding city streets and through mysterious alternate worlds filled with dangerous traps and pitfalls. The first player to cross the finish line wins the biggest share of the prize pool. But don't worry, the top few finishes are also in the mix to win. The